someone who missed the point of the show.
What can you do when people just don't want to watch the shit? I'm not seeing the argument for anything being rushed. I'm just not seeing it. I don't know
but
what
did
was
you?
rushed.
Okay. But have you considered that Riot retroactively made Arcane canon to League of Legends? Therefore, it's a problem that Arcane isn't consistent with League of Legends.
Dude, I don't care. League of Legends is for fat fucking idiots. Yo, Sonic edits, bro. You stole my profile picture. What is this? Oh,
You got theft here?
I don't know if it'll be an interesting one. I don't know if people will join.
Nah, Arcane's definitely one of those shows where people talk a lot of shit about season 2 online, but then ask them to actually come debate it, and no one shows up.
Nah, bro. Arcane fans don't know anything about quality. Didn't you hear EFAP?
Oh shit! You're right. Why did Jinx flood the city?
I appreciate it, Sonic edits. What's better, Kill the Justice League or Arkham? Shut up! Don't ask those questions. You debate.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, SK, and say you haven't watched season 2 yet.
I've watched 5 episodes of it.
You bitch.
And I think it's good so far. I think it's good.
Okay, but did you know Vi was character assassinated when she became an enforcer?
What?
That is something people did say.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Honestly, I think the biggest problem for Arcane Season 2 is because of the trailers. Everyone thought that like a whole bunch of shit was gonna last a lot longer than it actually did. It's literally the fucking, it just didn't match your expectations. It's like, okay.
People are saying like they're like, I hate when things do this. They did the same thing with God of War Ragnarok. It's like, oh, this was supposed to be 3 games, and they smashed it into 2. Everything was rushed. And they're doing the same thing with like the rumor that it was supposed to be 5 seasons. You cannot give me a single compelling argument that any storyline in season 2 could have been stretched for 5 seasons. That's just not happening.
Yeah.
Disagreement day for something you haven't finished, fraud. Fuck you, Batnik. Batnik,
He's
Batnik,
spin
go
though.
fuck
He's spin.
yourself.
Yo, keep spitting,
It
Batnik. Keep
is
spitting.
shit like this. That's the kind of shit that upsets me.
Disagreement that you can come on
To
and
be-
debate about anything,
To
but
be a
like,
disingenuous piece of shit like that is awful. It's awful.
But the hot topic.
I could
Hot
be
topic of
be
this month is
500
Arcane.
pounds,
Yeah.
and who cares? Who cares?
the world.
What you mean you could be? You are 500 pounds. The fuck are you on about?
The larger you grow, you're gonna be like Queso. You're gonna make a black hole.
No. It's gonna be like the Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, what did you guys think of it as a whole? I don't think it's as good as 1.
I think it's just as good as 1.
I'm also in that boat. I guess the only reason I would ever put 1 slightly higher was because 1 was there were no expectations going into 1, because it was like, bro, it's a fucking League of Legends show. Are you kidding me? But then it turned out to be amazing. Whereas season 2, like, I was already expecting it to be good and like to be great, so it didn't like blow me away or anything.
Superman and Lois season 4 was peak. I still gotta watch season 4 of Superman and Lois. But yeah, you know, I fucking I kind of picked up on some more stuff with Vi's character when I rewatched episodes 5 and 9. Like the fact that like she kind of treated she kind of treats Caitlyn in the same way that she kind of did with Powder. As a kid, there's like a line from Ambessa in episode 6 that kind of touches on it. It's pretty dope.
Get noodles on.
And then there's the line where she's like sitting in the prison where it's like, I choose wrong every time. Like that shit just hits. Whenever I make videos talking about Spider-Man, I always use your Spider-Man to swinging gameplay because it's just so good. Oh, thanks. Will either of you make a debunked of EFAP's review on Arcane? I'm leaving the fat shit like that to SK. He's got more.
I'm not
He's got more.
motivated for the Arcane
He's
stuff.
got experience. He's got
After
experience in
Guardians
the area.
3, after Guardians 3, I'm done with EFAP. 'Cause
SK's got
holy
more
shit.
will. SK's got more will.
I don't wanna play with you
The
anymore,
stuff
Logan.
that EFAP says about Guardians 3, like you're gonna wanna shoot yourself after it. They're so fucking dumb about it. It's insane. It is like some of the most brain dead stuff I've ever heard.
I mean, it is EFAP, so
Yeah, it is EFAP.
are we even really shocked?
Why did Riddler flood the city?
Bro.
Oh yeah, SK, did you see the take that I posted about fucking Silco and Vander earlier in the GC?
No, I didn't.
Bro, fucking fat, bro. Arcane fans have some of like the worst political takes I've ever seen in my life.
No.
Oh, that reminds me of people complained that the ending was bad because they didn't fix all the fucking problems between Zahn and Piltover and made like small amounts of progress. It's like, damn, fuck the show for having a realistic ending, I guess.
So they're
Guys, they
complaining
didn't
that
have
not
a.
literally everything gets fixed.
They didn't have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw this one girl. She criticized. She was like, they completely dropped the plot of Jinx unifying the Undercity. It's like one, that's
She
literally.
did not want to do that.
Well, yeah, she doesn't want to do that. That's one. Two, she literally does at the end of the show when she develops as a character, and the Undercity and Piltover are fucking.
She's why they show up in the first
I
place.
know. I know.
Man, I mean, if those are the criticisms, like, all right, wonderful.
I saw there was I don't know if you'll have context for some of these, but like this one dude. Let me actually. It's probably easier to find it on my phone actually.
This one dude's just standing there.
Actually, wait, maybe.
But that guy, he's just standing there.
Community, content, videos. So this dude's like, wait, I responded. Response status.
Yeah, here it is.
I responded.
I'll send it again the GCS case. You go look at my tweet, what I'm quoting.
This dude
Alright.
says, while sure Arcane season 2 wasn't rushed, that doesn't mean the show wasn't poorly handled. As My Little Thought Tree put, a lot was glossed over. For example, in episode 5, he brings up how the show should have gone into more detail about Vi's conflicting emotions and having Vi not immediately follow Jinx to find Vander, but rather let there be more time for her to think about that offer. And this shows a lot of issues of season 2, which is how it glosses over a lot of important details just to get the story to where it currently is. I said we don't need more detail on her conflicting emotions. We know exactly what they are and why she feels that way. And the reason she goes with Vander is because deep down she wants her sister back still, and she has nothing left to live for. So again, this is just a case of you not paying attention. It says, no, it's clear people are paying attention. Vi has no reason to believe what Jinx is saying. Sure, she wants her sister back, but there's still no reason for her to trust Jinx. Again, I direct you to this video. I said she literally doesn't have full trust or belief in Jinx. She still goes with her anyway because she has nothing left to live for again. You linking a video doesn't change or counter that point, so clearly you're not paying attention. And it's just another thing with Vi that she like kind of has to grow from in this season. Like SK doesn't know the full context of it, but like by the ending, she says to Caitlyn, "I'm still the dirt under your nails," and this is after Jinx, quote unquote, dies, quote unquote, or sacrifices herself, but she doesn't actually die. she's basically her arc in this season is basically about like letting go.
Letting go.
Yeah. And that's kind of like the purpose of like that sex scene with Caitlyn, like that just like cements it in there. And
That SK still hasn't seen SK. You gotta see that shit, bro. That shit is peak. Best part of the season.
yeah, but like it's just like Vi can't stop. She can't stop having hope in not only people but like her sister and like Vander's dream for what he wants. No matter what happens. So it's like, oh, she shouldn't trust Jinx because of all the crimes she's done, and it's It's like you don't understand the character. Shut up.
She saw that Jinx cares about the little girl. She even took her gauntlets with her. Like, if she really trusted Jinx, she wouldn't have taken her fucking gauntlets with her. They got into a fight before even reaching Vander.
I know.
Holy shit.
Literally says it in the show.
What was
You
the
watch
worst
it?
thing that EFAP said about Arcane Season 2? I don't know everything they said, but the first... SK sent me a video of them criticizing the show, and the first criticism I hear them say is, how did Vander get in the tunnel when it was boarded up? When there's literally a fucking line of dialogue that Jinx says, saying, I lost him here. It's like, I wonder who could have put those boards up. That's interesting. Fucking idiots.
Their response would be like, well, how is Vander intelligent enough to put a wall in between himself and the outside?
Well, I just assume it
Bro,
was Jinx. I just assume it was Jinx who put the boards up.
Oh yeah, well that too.
Or there
It
could
could've
even
been
be
either,
another, or could it have either been that, or like there's just another entrance to the tunnel.
Yeah. Those tunnels are pretty big.
Guys don't get it, dude. I fucking love that scene where she slaps the shit out of Vi, and she's like, instead of like clapping her hands for the light stuff. It's funny.
SK, next disagreement day is going to be on Sonic 3. Probably at the rate we do these. I mean, it'll probably also blend in Guardians 3 because, you know, that's gonna be a whole thing.
I got a disagreement with SK on Peter's character assassination in Edge of Time.
That's cool. Let that hop
Can
in.
I join
hop in.
Can I join the panel, or is it in the description? Dude, Edge of Time is so long. We haven't done that in forever.
Just go in the Discord
yeah.
description in the link.
Just read the description that tells you how to do it. We got 2 people. Fuck John 2008. Matt, are you here?
Hello, hear me all right?
What's up?
We can hear you.
Oh, hey guys. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Arcane. I think season 1 is a 10 out of 10. Season 2, I think it's really good. I have a few small issues that I kind of wanted to just wonder what you guys think about them.
All right, what did you disagree with? Tell me why.
Disagreement, and this is why. Okay, so my first thing is, so it's when Jason Heimerdinger reunite in Act 1. And one thing that was kind of weird, this isn't like a massive issue I had, I thought it was a missed opportunity that when Jason Heimerdinger are reunited, the fact that Jace got Heimerdinger banned from the council, it was never brought up at all. There was never even a line about it.
Yeah, there was. There was a line that he mentions it, like, because he mentions his warnings or whatever about it before. I forget exactly what part of it is, because someone left the same thing in my comments, and I went back and looked at it.
Oh, really?
I went back and looked at it, and there's like, it's not like a full conversation they have about it.
Once, I just want to say, I've only seen it once, so.
I got you. But if you go to, it's either episode 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But if you go through and look at all their interactions, there's like a subtle remark about it. They just don't have like a full conversation. My assumption about it is kind of just like, they both kind of understand why it is, and I don't think Heimerdinger holds it against him. Plus, they're dealing with like something new that could be a potential threat in the making right now. But like Heimerdinger's like whole arc in the first season is about like, you know, kind of accepting.
Start gaining perspective about
Yeah.
what's going on with Zorn, and yeah.
And like
And
why
one
he
thing I really like is that in the first scene with him in season 2, you see how happy he is helping out Echo's group and the citizens.
yeah.
Like,
It's like the
like-
line. It's like the line about like when I met you, I've truly lived.
that's when
because,
he
like,
says bye to Echo, yeah.
yeah, it's because like he's so old. He looks at like time as a very
Yeah.
long thing, whereas the
They
people who
gave
aren't
a
like
greater
him.
purpose than he ever had before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Colin, don't you know that episode? The fans of that episode don't know what quality is. Did you not watch EFAB's stream of it?
Nah, I mean, we just don't know quality because reasons.
Like,
They
I
know
watched one
they
of
know
their
quality though.
highlight videos. One of their, because I was curious about their criticisms. I watched one of the highlight videos. It was about episode 5 with the Warwick stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've seen all of it, because you mentioned the tunnel bit with Vander, but one thing I thought was beyond fucking stupid was that they said, you know the bit where Vi offers Jinx to come into the hug and says he's your dad too and all that?
Well, I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Okay, so you know the bit when Vi's hugging Warwick/Vander and then she lets Jinx come in and says, what you waiting for, he's your dad too?
Mm-hmm.
EFAB said Vi was out of character for doing that.
I think Stur told me because like what did they say she was out of character because she like stopped fighting?
No, they said it was out of character to let Jinx in the hug.
That's stupid as fuck.
Jinx is literally the reason she...
I know why they said that. I know why they said that. They said that because they thought that she was being 100% serious and believed it when she told Kate that her sister was dead. That's why they said that.
She was clearly just protecting herself. Do these people not understand fucking subtext?
Well, I mean, these are you're asking. Listen. You're asking about the same people that asked, "Hey, how can the Atlanteans build stuff underwater?" Like that's the caliber of criticism we're dealing with here.
You're asking the same. You're asking this about the same people that ask why a pirate wants money.
Why did Riddler?
Why
flood this
Riddler
city?
flooded the city?
Why does Cassandra Nova have different powers from Charles Xavier?
What was the pirate thing about? What was that in
Oh,
regards to?
yeah, that's in Guardians 3. So they complained. They complained in Guardians 3.
I want to wait for the Guardians 3 video for that.
Oh, you don't want me to spoil it? You don't want to spoil it?
I've not seen the Guardians 3 stream. I want to wait for your video on it.
All right,
SK.
I'm not gonna share what they said, but you'll find
I'm
out.
gonna wait
You'll
for your
find out in
video
due
on it. I
time.
don't want to know what the criticisms are until the video.
It is like you're gonna walk away from this take and think it's like up there for like their worst take.
Is it really worse than the Batman, Deadpool,
Yes,
and Wolverine
yes,
and all
yes,
the other
yes,
stuff?
yes. It's
Like,
so much
seriously.
worse.
Something worse.
Yeah.
Question: do y'all think the way the Piltover Zone conflict ended was good? Yeah. I like
I
the
had
note
another
it
thing
ends
about
off.
that. I had another thing about that. Just to get back on topic really quickly. Okay,
Yeah.
I agree that the way they ended it was fine. I didn't have any issues with that. One thing, this wasn't like a massive issue. I just thought this was a slight missed opportunity. So, you know, in the ending monologue that Caitlyn gives, you see that Savika's now part of the council.
Yeah.
One thing I think this would have been really interesting would be to see just a bit of the dialogue when Savika comes in, just to see a little bit of that meeting, to see the progress they're starting to make. I just think that would have been interesting to see. I don't think it's like we needed it, but
the reason
the
reason I say I wouldn't want that is because it's for a similar reason you wouldn't want to see the council get blown up in the first season, because that ending is cementing and it wraps up all the themes and character arcs just by like Jinx shooting the rocket, in the same way that this whole season's building up to, like, you know, Jinx like being this, like, and Jinx being this hero and and like following in Silco's footsteps and Vander's footsteps and like trying to reunite the Undercity.
Yeah.
So when we see them come together, it's like that's the culmination of it. So I think if they just start talking, then that opens up the door for like.
Yeah, now that you've said that, yeah, I actually agree with that. Yeah, actually, I agree with that. After hearing
I
that,
think
yeah.
I think in this case, less is more. I think it's better to be left ambiguous as to how much power Seneca actually has in the council because it makes it more realistic. Because even after this world-shattering event, they aren't gonna be like all equal. All of a sudden, it's not gonna simply erase all the injustice. I think it's better to be leaving off as a small victory we have than adding unnecessary dialogue to it.
Wait, by the way,
yeah,
I joined a bit
that's
earlier.
fair, actually.
I wanted to ask SK, what did you think of the season?
He hasn't
overall?
I've watched
He
5
hasn't
episodes
finished
of
it yet.
but I think it's good so far.
What have you been doing with yourself, SK?
Look, I've been
That's
trying
what
to catch
I'm
up.
saying.
Well, I have been. I am in the midst of the EFAP Guardians of the Galaxy 3 thing, which
That's
I'm trying
fair.
to get out.
No, Kronos, you gotta lay off of him.
Man,
He's
fuck
doing-
EFAP. Arcane is leagues better than EFAP. Why are you watching that shit? It
That's
rots your
true.
brain.
I mean,
we gotta unmask the truth, Kronos. We gotta unmask the truth.
You gotta unmask the truth.
you're gonna show
Why did
them a
EFAP
real
flood?
change.
Why did EFAP flood
real
YouTube?
change.
They're gonna be wondering why them.
Yeah. Batnik says another EFAP criticism was that they didn't like the show implied that Vander and Silco's relationship would have been mended if Silco got the note Vi and Jinx found in the tunnels.
These people's stupidity
Why?
just.
I don't know, that's just another
destroys my
EFAP
brain.
criticism. I just love how, like, whenever we're dealing with, like, a
Wait,
stream
okay.
of stupid criticism, we're just like, okay, that one's wrong, what's your next EFAP criticism?
Okay, so that.
They
that
also
one,
said,
that one,
can I say
no,
another thing?
No,
they
no, no, no,
said?
no. I actually want to break that one down because that one annoys
Oh,
me. quite a
Sturzer,
bit.
sorry, I didn't notice you came in, Stur. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
No,
Nah,
go ahead
that
with what
one
you're saying, man.
That one annoys me a lot. The whole point of that is that they don't know if it will or not, but it would have been an attempt to change things. It would
I
have
think-
been
Yeah, that's
trying.
literally what Jinx
I
means
think
by
they're
the
probably
dialogue.
saying that because they watched episode 7, but like I agree with what you just said
don't
in the
know
sense that like
What happened in the episode 7 universe, though? We don't know if it was
Yeah.
because of the letter or anything else.
There's like no context there, and it's literally the whole point of that is what could have been.
mhm.
With
It's
so much more.
literally, yeah.
Dude, Jason, Victor don't exist in that timeline. There's so much difference.
Yeah, exactly.
What
They
do you guys
probably
think
just
of Creature
complained about that
Commandos?
episode because it was a multiverse story, and we know what that. They just think multiverse stuff is bad inherently.
Well, as to answer that Chatter's question, even as the season James Gunn chill, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't.
haven't
I
seen
didn't
it
even know
either.
it was. I didn't even know it was coming
talk
out
about
until
Creature
like the day
Commandos.
before, and I still haven't watched it yet. So
I'm
I
down
don't
to
know.
check it out,
Literally
though.
They talk about Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Creature Commandos.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. It's not out in the UK yet, so I haven't got a chance
Damn.
to see it.
Batnik should just say,
I'm seeing it
guys...
as soon as it's out, though, because I want to see it.
Batnik says you guys should react to one of their videos. Honestly, I think that's a nice compromise, Colin. We don't have to make
I
a whole
would
ass video
pay
on them,
money to
but
see
we
that.
can
I
react to
would
their
pay
shit.
to see that. I would watch that. I would watch
I'm
that.
fine,
no
I'm
doubt.
fine.
I'm gonna be real. Do we even want to do? You want to do?
I mean,
after?
because
I'm
their
down.
highlight videos are like an hour. If we do a stream on it, I'm fine with that. I just don't want to dedicate a
Let's do the
whole
highlight
response
videos.
video.
There's enough
Disagreement
in
day
there
to
for a
it.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll
do the
probably do that in
highlight
like
videos.
a
There's
separate stream.
Yeah.
Do the highlight videos. There's plenty in them to go off of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're not
It's
pulling up their like
thing.
actual full stream and
Yeah,
then
don't
react.
fucking that would be the sweatiest shit on the planet.
That would be the
Kronos.
sweatiest shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly why I had to explain it so that SK doesn't do it.
No, I already know we're doing the highlights. I already know that.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
what
just
was
making
your-
sure.
What was your last question, Matt?
I just wanted to ask this is just everyone on the panel, anyone here. What do you think's the best song in Arcane, like best
The
vocal
line.
track?
Oh,
Enemy.
I could've- like,
One at a time, pimpin'.
Let's go one at a time, pimpin'.
Yeah, it's either the intro music.
You haven't even
or...
finished the season. Shut up.
Stop bitching. He said the whole show. Little baby.
Okay, SK, favorite. So, SK,
Okay, well,
go
SK, you haven't
first.
even seen the
The
Kate Vi
intro
sex
or
scene
the
yet, so shut
one-
up. You go last.
All right.
So SK's is
Um,
Enemy, the intro song, or
Yeah.
Let me look at season 1's soundtrack real quick again.
I remember there was one I saved in season 1. I think it's like Goodbye something. Can't remember.
It's in episode. Is it in episode 3 during the
Yeah,
ending?
goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye is one of my
Goodbye.
favorites. Goodbye is
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
favorite-
I really like
Um,
Goodbye.
My favorite's
I wonder
Guns
why.
for Hire. Yeah, Guns for Hire is my favorite.
Guns for Hire is good.
mine is Enemy, for sure.
Mine's
Okay.
mine's like good. It's probably like I don't know what my favorite is, but like my 3 favorite is probably Ashes and Blood, Goodbye, and
Ashes and Blood is peak.
yeah, and then
That scene is fire.
I can't say, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Momi Anime, the French song.
Is it the one where Echo and Powder are dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I think my favorite from season 1 is Guns for Hire. My favorite from season 2 is What Have They Done to Us?
Mm.
Ooh, what it done to us is pretty
I've
good.
seen that
Remember
movie.
Remember Me and the line are also really good.
Remember Me is really good. I love Remember Me.
My
The
favorite,
line is, line's really good.
What were you saying,
my,
sir?
fa- my favorites are what could have been like the final track.
What
in
could have
season
been?
1.
Can I just say, the ending of season 1, that montage of all the characters when What Could Have Been is playing is fucking peak, just everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best ending scenes I've seen in anything.
And the line.
Oh, the line,
I also-
that's great.
I
At the
also
end
like
of episode.
Wasteland.
Oh,
The way they use Wasteland, I picked up on this after watching episode 9 again. The way they use Wasteland, one when Jinx is about to offer herself. Yeah, one when Jinx is about to offer herself, and then right after Jinx sacrifices herself, it says, "Please let me go." And then in the beginning, so right before Echo saves her, it says, "This world is a wasteland where nothing can grow." But like before it says grow, it cuts because Echo's there, and that's like kind of amplify, or I don't know what's the word for it. It's putting into perspective like she's about to grow or whatever. And then when it plays as she sacrifices herself, it's about Vi, because Vi has to, like, that's her arc, is about letting go in this season. It's super good.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, I'm gonna go now. I just want to say one more thing. Massive fan of the channels, Colin SK. Love watching the streams, the videos, the response videos are amazing. Can't wait for the Batman one to come out. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that one. I haven't heard of that video.
That one's.
But yeah, SK. Can't fucking wait to see the EFAB Guardians 3 one. Watching that as soon as it's out. I'll probably leave a comment on it after I've seen it, because I've not seen the criticism, so it's gonna be the first time for me.
Alrighty, awesome.
SK, someone asked.
Just one more thing. At the end of the EFAB Deadpool and Wolverine stream, that you could turn back time bit at the end, I was fucking dying laughing at that. That is some of the funniest shit I have ever seen. Now, the movie is perfect. It's not perfect. Why is it perfect?
Good.
You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funnier than that?
What?
You should have heard SK's first draft of him saying you're trying to do the Deadpool voice.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I need to see that now. Oh.
Nah,
you gotta release that. You gotta release that. You gotta release that. Nah, I still got it.
Really?
Have you seen
I still remember the VC where it's me and you watching the color. We're just like, what the fuck is this?
Wait, someone in my chat. Someone in my chat said who's better, Mauler or YMS? I don't know who YMS is.
I don't know
YMS
much about
YMS is your movie sucks.
I know YMS had like a bad take on like the Apes movies that, like, I think Grant was with Stir responding to it privately.
The videos are bad.
The Kung Fu Panda 2 take I heard was bad. But like, at least he didn't say like, why did she attack the city or something. So
YMS was the guy that said cannons are bad weapons because you just move out of the way.
I remember that.
That's the guy.
Why did Caesar flood the bridge with monkeys?
Still not as bad as why did Riddler flood the city. So
yeah, still not as bad. But
very few things will compare to that, SK.
Sonic Edit. With Sonic Edit, you have to join the waiting room, and when we're done, you get dragged in. That's how it works. It says it in the description.
Well,
Just gonna
wait
say
a
one
minute.
more
SK,
thing and
SK,
I'll
SK.
come back.
Yep.
SK,
Alright, go ahead, man.
got my just recently got my tickets for Sonic 3. Looks like it's
Epic.
gonna be peak. Oh,
Yeah.
Base, let's go.
Wait, when does it come out?
December
the
20th.
21st UK.
Oh, we still gotta watch the first two.
Yeah, we gotta watch them at some
I've
point.
already
Those
seen.
two
Oh
are
yeah,
awesome.
you have.
What's wrong with you?
Have you seen
No,
the first
we've
two?
seen them, but we gotta
Colin, or
rewatch
no?
them. We gotta rewatch.
No, yeah, I've seen the first two, but I fell asleep during the second one in theaters.
Don't blame you, to be
How
honest.
good it is.
I don't blame you, to be honest.
Bro,
With
Yeah,
the
fucking
second one, I don't blame you.
yo, Stir, how you gonna feel when Knuckles wins best video game adaptation at the Game Awards instead of Arcane?
Dude.
Better fucking
Dude, I just got.
genuinely, those VC watch parties are the most depressed I've ever been.
Hey, Knuckles wasn't that bad. Okay,
Yes,
it was decently funny. It was decently funny.
The flames. Are
Exactly. The flames of disaster, bro.
Dude, I just-
Knuckles was a 10 out of 10 master.
Dude, no, I love the part of Knuckles when we just saw Kid Cudi and we're just like, that's literally Green Lantern from Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
No, that's Lucas. He literally is
Lucas.
Lucas.
I think my favorite part of Knuckles was when the sister took a fork and just stabbed it into Wayne in the middle of the.
What? Yeah, that's definitely what I want to see when I want to watch a show called Knuckles.
That shit was funny, bro.
Someone in my
funny.
chat just started randomly spamming Spider-Man 2 PS5 story is trash. Look, I don't know who you think you're getting at with this, but
Oh,
like,
come on, we've had
one, I've
enough
already
of
said
that
it was,
sweat.
and two, I already know this has to be an Ultimate Joker fan. It's like, dude, it's so fucking obvious. I've never seen such
That guy was
incels over
so
this story
dumb.
on like that come after me, outside of like the Brandon guy and Ultimate Joker fans. Because I literally had an
Was the
Ultimate
Brandon
Joker
guy the guy who
defender
said
in my
shit
server
about
recently,
Miles?
trying to defend his video and be like, why do you defend Insomniac? Why are you an Insomniac show? It's like, get the fuck out of
Do
here.
you not know SK's history?
Like, you don't know shit about
SK,
me if
do
you
you know
think
what your next
I'm an
response
Insomniac
to
show.
yourself
You
should
don't know
be?
shit.
SK, your next response to yourself should be of your PS4 video.
I could do that because Colin didn't he didn't finish it, so he didn't do his due diligence.
Please.
Yeah, I
The Winter
didn't. I had to
Soldier
I had to save some of my
PS4
fucking
video.
No,
testosterone.
that's called cowardice, Colin. That's called cowardice. He
Yeah,
left.
Colin.
Dude,
Yeah,
if I
Colin's
finished
left.
if I
I
finished
won.
that video, who knows
I
if the
won
world
that
would still be
saga.
here.
I won that saga on the basis that you didn't.
I
finish the
won
video.
that.
Dude, if I finished that video, it would be
Colin
like
got
when
a DNF.
fucking. If I finished that video, it would have been like when fucking Jinx when Vi and fucking Kate flooded the Undercity with poison. That would be the planet right now.
Oh god. Alright,
Oh, yeah.
guys, this has been a blast. Love watching the stuff. If Sonic 3 Disagreement Day happens, I'll probably jump in on that. Might have something
Epic.
to say.
All right.
All right, see you
Have
later.
a
Yeah,
good
thanks
one.
a lot. Love the content. Massive fan. Thanks for having me on this long, guys.
No
Yeah.
problem. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Was this?
Alright,
Would you say
ASK.
this stream so far has been a compounded and textured experience for the viewers?
God damn that loud ass
Absolutely.
motorcycle. All right, we got.
Hey, SK. Actually,
Yeah.
season 1 does have a problem. It left an unanswered question.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Pick a number between 1 and 8.
All right, Kaiser Shunin.
Fuck, bro.
What's up?
All right, can y'all hear me? Oh shit!
Yes, we can.
I
Yeah.
need to get. I should plugged up my mic. I didn't think it was.
You can
going
hear
to-
you. We
We
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you just fine. We can hear you just fine.
All right, legit. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing.
All right, doing. All right, that's nice to hear. What's up? Name's Kaiser Shonen. Haven't looked into the rest of the stream, so I don't know what y'all have discussed so far. I don't want to repeat anything.
All right. What is disagreement? Tell me why.
Let me think. Well, I don't know if you disagree with this. I'm just gonna ask a question and see, and we'll have to see from there because this is a part of the show that I'm kind of iffy about. What do you think of? You remember I believe in Act 2, right? When Caitlyn and Caitlyn basically decides to betray Ambessa with Vi. What did you think of that?
Like, what do I get out of it? Or like, what do
Yeah.
you? I'm like confused.
I mean, sorry. Do you think that Caitlyn was a bit too quick to betray Ambessa?
No, because in episode 8, she already explains like she knows what Ambessa was doing to her, and she was just kind of waiting for an excuse to like get off of her side. And Vi being so important to her and explaining like the situation to her, I think it makes complete sense.
You know, I personally thought that Kate was gonna betray her right after the scene with Singed, where she finds out that he created Shimmer, and then Ambessa asked for his help anyways. I think she was then and there ready to betray Ambessa.
Now here's the thing about that. I also thought that I mean Caitlyn betraying Ambessa is an obvious outcome, and there was setup to it in prior scenes. The only issue that I really have is that in the conversation that Caitlyn and Vi had, there wasn't as much, I guess, apprehension to that decision as I would think would be believable for Caitlyn at this point. Because even though, you know, she she has issues with Ambessa and everything, she still there is like a huge amount of consequences that would occur as a result of betraying her. So I feel like there should have been probably be a bit more of a back and forth between her and Vi.
If you remember her character from the first season, she very much disliked how the Enforcers went about stuff, and the only reason she started even working with Ambessa and acting the way she is in season 2 is because Jinx killed her mom. So, and like obviously, like progressively throughout the season, like she splits up with Vi because Vi stops her from killing Jinx earlier. And like she didn't want that to happen, but like they kind of split ways because of that. And it's like coming back to Vi after what Ambessa's doing, because Vi is the one that kind of helped her perspective on the Undercity in the first season to begin with. So I think that
I feel that ultimately all that is enough, would be enough with that context in mind. It doesn't really feel as rushed as I had thought.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just summarizing your point. Is that like a good summation there?
Yeah, I just think it's a build-up, because that's what I think the whole second season is. It's just building off of things from the first season. So yeah.
Oh, broadly, I don't really disagree there. This is just one of those things that I was a little bit iffy about. There are other things that I'm still kind of mulling over, and who knows, in the next disagreement day, I might bring it up. Just want to see what you thought of this, because
you can bring it up now if you want, unless you're not like ready you're not concrete on the point.
Yeah, I'm not as concrete because I'm doing my own like live streams on another channel, and we're just going through each episode and, you know, just talking about different stuff.
Okay.
And I want to really wait until I got like a strong thing for us to disagree about. And more than likely it's also gonna happen in that when we get to Act 2 anyway. So all right. But you know, appreciate some of your videos and all that stuff. I also got my own channel if anyone wants to watch, youtube.com/KaiserShonen.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
I think what
John
really helps is the
2008.
scene with Singed.
John 2008.
Yo, SK the fat ass. I got some new food
Oh,
for you.
Jonathan Sampson 2008. Welcome back.
Yo. All right, I got I'm not just here to make some fat jokes about SK.
Oh, so you're not here to try to assassinate me.
Yeah, I saw you
no.
talking. I saw you talking that shit about season 2 on Twitter, John. What's that? What's going on there?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So
What do
I saw you
Don't
saying
play
like
dumb.
season.
Don't play dumb.
Saw you
We have
saying
all
stuff
the-
about
we have all the
season 2.
logs. We have all the files.
I said it wasn't as good as season 1.
Yeah, what's your disagreement and tell me why?
I don't know. It just feels a bit rushed, and
What's-
I could. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know, man.
Jonathan Sampson.
Okay, I got
that was a good buy right there, John. You just pulled.
Ah, damn it.
That's alright. If I had $1 for every time someone said
the
season
show is
2 was
rushed.
rushed, but
Nah,
couldn't
shut
tell
up.
me how, I'd be a millionaire.
No, the show is rushed. Why is it rushed? Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't know.
I wasn't gonna say goodbye. I was just saying I don't know why. I just don't know, man. But I was here to say I had some slight criticisms with season 1. I think I'm only gonna
Season
mention one here. Hold on. I think I'm
Alright.
only about one. It's like this is in the when Vi is fighting those criminals that Silco sent when Vi and Milo and Clouder. Wait, no, not
Clouder?
Clogger.
Who's Clouder?
Clogger. Oh fuck. Okay. When they were about to save Vander, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that one criminal on the street that turned into like, fuck, what was it called?
The one guy who got
Shimmer
boosted
Mon-
with
the
Shimmer
guy.
and turned into
Yeah,
the Hulk.
the Shimmer, right. Jesus, I have so small memory, bro. God. When the monster just grabs Vi's neck, why doesn't it just like snap it there and
Because
practically?
he's under Silco's orders, and I don't think Silco wants to kill Vi.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm cooked.
Well, I was gonna say. Also, it's kind of like a doomsday thing from Death of Superman, where he's just incredibly fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's that
Like
too.
he just lacks the ability to think.
Was Superman throws Doomsday and Arcane onto the lineup?
Wait, what?
What?
No, that's not Superman Doomsday. That's Superman.
Well, you were too low, so we didn't
Death of
hear it.
Superman. That's Superman
Oh,
Doomsday.
wow.
That's not Death of Superman. Death of Superman was what Kronos was talking about.
Yeah, I was talking about the one that's good.
No, I think that Superman's throwing down a person down onto a city.
All right, we got Cornier.
Yeah, no. You should always body slam people from orbit into the middle of a populated area.
What a way to open.
Hola.
Cornia, you're on the line. What's the disagreement? Tell us why.
Alrighty. So, when you say it's a 10 out of 10, is that just in general or in comparison to the first season, it's on the same level?
It's on the same level, and I don't think it has any flaws really.
Alrighty. I think there are a few, mostly in the pacing. Like, in general, I would say it's a 10 out of 10, but in comparison with itself, it's a step down.
All right, what is disagreement? Tell me why.
So the way the first season was paced, it allowed for a lot of moments of like contemplation, things to slow down. Allowed a lot of the moments to just sit and sink in. Like think about like the after Victor tries to like throw himself off that little waterfall thing, and then Jay shows up after killing that kid. Like
Mhm.
that moment. That like season 1 had a lot of those. Season 2, outside of the main episode in the commune, there aren't really any of those.
I'm kind of lost right now. I'm like, I don't. You could for like what you're saying to like work or like to actually have an argument about it. You kind of have to pick out a scene, pick out what they're trying to do in the scene or like overall in the season, and then be like, okay, this needed more time. Here's how you could have done that, and why this is why it's not as good.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Let me meander my way to it. But like in season 1, the finales of each arc hit very hard, and the reason I believe why is that it allowed things to slow down a lot. Season 2 had strong finales, but could not quite replicate that like punch to the gut that the first season had. Good example would probably be the when Jay shows back up, kills Victor, and Caitlyn sees Medarda was betrayed. All that came together way too fast for where the characters were.
Why?
We did not see enough of the relationship with Caitlyn and Medarda for Medarda to be that angry.
That angry about
Yeah.
what exactly?
about her betrayal, so to speak. Like
She's
she
more
took it.
so-
She took it like her ward, just like
Well, she's not just mad about
Right,
that. She's
someone
mad
else.
that the dude next to, like, her right hand man, she just watched him get fucking murdered. And like she was also betrayed at the same time. So I don't really.
Mhm.
And the guy was murdered because of that betrayal.
Yeah.
Inadvertently.
See, Caitlyn got over mostly Jinx's part in the whole situation. Jay showing up out of nowhere.
That's not-
Wait. Kate took a whole arc and looking at what Singe did with Shimmer to kind of sort of put her differences aside of Jinx.
Mhm.
I think that's ample time.
I want to. Well, how did Jace?
I can accept that as an explanation. I do not think they showed it in the same way they did in the first season, and that's my point.
But what are you
Okay.
comparing it to?
I think the scene with Singe was actually pretty telling, where she says, you know, what would drive someone to commit such heinous acts to Singe, and then he says, what else but love? And then you see Caitlyn's face, and I think that's when she realizes that everything she did was wrong, and I think that's ample build-up for her to put her differences aside of Jinx.
If you say so, like I said, I'm happy to accept that explanation. I just do not think they spent enough time on it. Because in the
I feel like for
the scene I compare it to, would probably be in the second arc of the first season. That finale, paid off something that happened in like the first couple episodes, like the first, like I think it was the second episode when she got the flare. You finally see Silco lose his shit. Sorry, I'm a little tired.
I don't even really think you need to compare it to anything. I think again you need to look at what the scene is doing and like what's being like presented in that moment. Look at the arcs and be like, okay, do we have what we need for this to make sense? Do we have what we need for, you know, do we have all that we need to understand why this happened and why this character got to this point? I would say yes, we do. So I don't see how that's like rushed.
Because I'm trying to explain why while the finales in the season 2 hit, they did not hit nearly as hard as it did in the first season, and I believe that's for a few reasons. Not that none of the arcs didn't make sense. It's that the setups were not as strong because they didn't have enough room to breathe.
Okay. Well, with the, I mean, with what you're talking about right now, I don't. Could you like explain why you think what we needed more with Caitlyn? Like, what more did we need for it to be satisfying? I guess for you.
Something other than realizing this terrorist has a dad and does drugs to forgive her for all her terrorism. Because she killed way more than just her dad. I'm sorry, her mom.
I'm confused.
Saying Caitlyn got over Jinx way too fast.
Well, she spent the whole first act like fighting against getting over it, and then saw that what she did was like horrible actions that she would previously have condemned, after seeing that the love for his daughter drives Singe to create Shimmer, something that she hates because it helped destroy Zahn. And she never like fully forgave Jinx for killing her mom until.
That's the point.
I don't even say she ever fully forgive her. Like, she just kind of accepts that she can't change it, and that Jinx is a different person now after the conversation in the jail cell, which is like
I was about to say
towards the end of Act 2, or at the beginning of Act 3, rather. I think that's ample build-up, honestly.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna move on from this point because I'm not sure how to explain it further there. How about for Act 3? Heimerdinger dies and it does not get addressed again afterwards. Jace never hears about it. Mel shows up again after becoming the Avatar, which I'm not sure where that was set up in the first season.
Wait, what? It was kind of like a, what's it called? The thing with her, fuck, it was the like the ring on her finger. I forget what exactly it is. There's like a subtlety to it because like people were already theorizing about it or whatever from something. I forget exactly where I got it from. But even hypothetically, if there was no hint at it or setup, what would even be the issue there? Because it's like a new season, is presenting new ideas, is presenting new things. I don't think everything needs a setup from the previous season.
When I'm comparing it with the first season and how well thought out that season was, this season was made in half the time, and it shows in a few places. I still think it's like a 10 out of 10 show, but this one did not have the time to be as well thought out as the first one.
Well,
like...
well, I think there's some weird standard here because I don't think season 2's ideas all need to have set up from season 1 because you can't really judge season 1 by that standard because it didn't have anything beforehand that it needed to set up from. Like season 1 presented all of its ideas were new. None of them had previous build up. So I don't know why all season 2 ideas have to have build up from season 1. That doesn't really make sense to me.
Doesn't have to necessarily. Like the Black Rose showing up is great. That wasn't really hinted towards in the first season, but it was a character from the first season that was that, and that's
how was it not?
That was in the background, so that's
wait.
fine.
How was it not hinted at? But it was hinted at.
I'm saying it wasn't hinted that that character was part of the Black Rose. The Black Rose is a new concept to the show, at least. But they still used a character that had appeared before.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't an ass pull out of complete nowhere, which I've seen in shows before, where a new person shows up who had apparently been there the entire time.
Okay, and neither was Kate. Not Mel. Neither was Mel becoming the Thing because they used a character that was already set up in season 1, and they used her to make a new idea with the Black Rose and her magic powers. I don't see where the rush thing is coming from here.
From where I see it, is that it happened in her like 2 bottle episode scenes. She figures out her brother's fake, which is cool, and then she questions like why she's there because apparently she's important, and then she finds out she's this like crazy magic lady, which is cool, mind you. I like the character. I like where it goes. All I'm really the point I'm trying to make is that this could have used one more episode just so we can breathe a little bit.
Yeah, but I think everything you've brought up, you haven't really given like, this is why this needed. Like, because everything you've said, I feel like we've given a proper explanation for, reason why.
You give explanations for why they make sense, and they do make sense. I'm not saying they don't make sense. I'm saying that it could have used a good few seconds to breathe so it would hit harder.
Yeah, but but the thing.
Here's the thing, right? See, wanting to say like it would have been good if we got another episode, sure. But like, did we need another episode for it to be good? No.
Then why would it be good if they got another episode? What good would it do?
Well, it's always nice to have, like, for the good content, you have to last longer. I mean, if they wanted to stretch it out a little bit more, I wouldn't be complaining about it, and I think it would have been good because I trust the writers. I can't say, like, obviously 100%, no doubt it was gonna be fucking amazing, but I mean, odds are it would have been good if we got another episode of it. But it's not like we needed another episode of it.
I mean, I think what I would say about like what kind of Kronos just said is like if they had another episode. Like if they made another episode, it'd obviously be intentional and purposeful. The story would be written around that, and things would change. But they gave us everything that we need for the character arcs and payoffs and themes to set and have the payoffs, and the payoffs like make sense and they feel satisfying. You really haven't given the problem with what you're saying right now to me is that you're not giving me a reason why this isn't satisfying, why these payoffs aren't satisfying, why reaching these certain points in the show aren't satisfying, why we needed more.
Like I said, because it's hard to say that because I say that it was satisfying, just not as satisfying as the first season. I'm trying to give reasons why it's not hitting as hard, not as potently, and it's just because the show is faster. Like the way the how do I say it? Like one of the best episodes this season was the episode with Jace and Heimerdinger and Echo being lost in that other dimension, which thank fucking God they didn't do the fucking League of Legends verse. I don't need another multiverse, but it did take up a lot of time at the end of after a very important turning point in the show, which means that the wrap up for episode 8 and 9 with Mel and with Medarda and Victor teaming up to take over Piltover had to come together very fast, which I think it worked. I think it worked out pretty good for what it was. But that meant for the finale, where the main conflict of the show being Piltover and Zahn, it was very much in the background. Sebeca didn't get to say a word, despite being the main representative of the actual Zahn, not just Jinx being crazy. We didn't really get any fallout from Heimerdinger's death. We didn't get Victor going full on high evolution.
Wait, what? We didn't get fallout from that.
I'm saying we didn't get to feel the fallout enough because we were moving very fast.
The fallout is the ending. The ending is what the fallout is like.
Dude.
I'm confused. I'm so lost on these points. Well, the other thing you what was the other thing you said?
We didn't get to feel the impact of Heimerdinger dying as much because it happened with Echo, and Echo didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, why?
I'm not saying it didn't make sense. I'm saying it is a little disappointing we didn't get to see that with the other characters who knew him.
Okay.
When Mel and Jace reunite in episode 8, where they get to talk for 2 minutes and then attacked by a robot, and then we don't see him. We don't really see them one-on-one again until the. Actually, we don't see them one-on-one again at all. Yeah, basically, the show could have used more time to let the characters just talk and feel shit instead of action scenes, which were very good. I very much enjoyed them, and music videos, which were also very creative. I very much enjoyed them, and they had story substance to them, but it's just not hitting the same.
Okay, so for the Heimerdinger thing, I'm not really sure what Echo telling everyone would really add. It would kind of just be a scene where it's like, man, Heimerdinger died.
Telling Jace.
RIP.
Jace had the history with him. And,
yeah.
And Hextech killing him would reinforce something for Jace.
Well, he didn't need any reinforcement. He already has that. We already get that. So
he lived through he saw the world die essentially.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that would add anything to the story other than what is already in Jace's head. So I don't know what that Heimerdinger scene would contribute.
Why?
What?
Since Echo is holding the thing that killed him, how would Jace react to it?
What do you mean?
Jace, at this point, Jace wants to destroy Hextech to the core, and Victor being the main target of that. But Echo holding a time machine made of it that killed Heimerdinger.
I don't think Jace knew about that or saw that.
Well, I was about that kind of what you just said there kind of opens canon to oh well, now this would be implicated if Echo and Jace even met up, but they never did. But you're saying you want them to meet up because of him to tell Jace that Heimerdinger's dead, even though that wouldn't add anything.
It would add drama. It'll add it'll add to the motivation behind destroying Hextech. Because remember, we had no we had no idea what the fuck was going on until that episode.
We already have enough. Like, we not only have build up for that, we have build up for that motivation from this season, him seeing like the world being destroyed and what the result of the Hextech is. We also have the end of the first season.
You might have had enough, but I want more.
Okay, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and also like that, would he even be mad about that? Because he's willing to like use Hextech to destroy Hextech. That's why he still has the hammer, even though the hammer could also be considered Hextech. So I mean, as long as Echo's gonna use it to help them kill Victor, I don't think he really care at all.
I think it was a little past Hextech. It was covered in the Wild Rune shit, which
Yeah, that makes it work because it looks more like Victor's shit. Honestly, the way it's designed, the way it's corrupted, way more than Echo's.
Victor's shit is very like artistic almost. Like it reminded me of those like little posing dolls that like painters use, but like white and porcelain. The Wild Rune shit was just like overgrown. Like
no, but the future was like that. Like the future that Jay saw, all the robots were like that.
Something I noticed,
like overgrown and shit. They were just artistic at the beginning.
What were you saying, Star?
Something about the porcelain dolls that's really neat. The one that goes up at Jace in the council room is because you see like there's two like metal brooches on his body. It's not clearly said by the show, but if you pay attention to it, it's.
Oh yeah, it was the counselor guy.
No,
it was the drug addict. It was the drug addict. I remember.
It was the drug addict who gave up Vi in season 1.
Yeah.
And we see in this season it's the first guy that Jace takes over.
Interesting.
I don't think did they ever like explicitly say were they even alive when after Victor cured them? Like were they even in there?
No, that's the point. He took away their humanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're basically just husks with like no emotion, and that's like the perfect thing. It's like what Victor describes. It's like, and what Jace tries to get through to him. It's like there is good and imperfection to be found, and like Caitlyn's final monologue about we're gonna continue, conflicts are gonna continue, it's inevitable, but at the end of the day, we still have our humanity. Yeah, and that's more important.
Yeah, that stuff at the Apocalypse World, that wasn't Victor. That was after Victor. Like Victor turned everybody and just kind of gave up, left everybody to rot. And after making such a big ask with the Hex stuff, the Wild Runes just overblew everything.
Overblew it in what way?
Like you saw in the finale when Victor was like on top of the tower turning everybody, all the buildings around them started like having those weird duplicated bits or like those arches forming, like all green wild green shit. I don't really know what to call it, but that wasn't him. That was just a result of what he was. That was a byproduct of what he was doing. That wasn't what he was trying to do. And that wasn't him directly. That wasn't his magic. It was just the other side of it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, what he was trying to do was, like with the gold things, it's made clear. He was trying to chase perfection in humanity so that nobody had to suffer anymore. But like in doing that, they explored the nuance of the problem with that as well, like chasing perfection, or I forget the exact quote. But once you like hit perfection, there's no more pursuit, and it's like the whole theme of like taking away the humanity. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Why do you hate No Way Home so much? I'm fucking kidding.
It's shit.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
shit.
I don't hate No Way Home. That's SK's bid.
Yeah. Wait, is White House Legend here?
No, he's not.
Nah.
All right.
That's like shit doing by Batman and Robin.
All right. If that's everything, I'm gonna move on. So
I
thanks
really
for coming
disagree.
on.
I really disagree with that beanie, by the way.
I don't have the beanie on.
Yeah, you know the one I'm
Disagreement
talking
is a
about,
beanie.
though.
All right.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Why'd you shoot the president, dude?
What the fuck?
Mobius.
You're on the line. What is your motherfucking disagreement?
Mobius, are you here?
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I'm calling from my phone. So, you know, I've heard some people, you know, talk about the disagreements so far, and I feel like I have a little more context to why I don't necessarily like the way the season 2 went. Basically because I have more knowledge of the lore of League of Legends, and also the pretext of that, you know, this is gonna be this is turned like Riot, the game company that makes League of Legends. They basically said that Arcane is now the official lore of League of Legends.
All right,
So-
all right. I'm gonna stop you right there. None of us know League of Legends lore. None of us want to know League of Legends lore. Arcane was written before it was made canon, so our League of Legends lore really does not matter. Please bring up something else.
Oh, I'm not,
I mean,
I'm not
they
saying
already
that-
broke. Well, they already broke lore for League of Legends.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's gonna like that this is like it's invalid because it doesn't follow the lore or something like that. I'm saying that the reason I bring that up, the reason I bring it up is just because like it was fine when it was just it was actually way better than the lore in a lot of aspects. And so when they officially canonize it and make it into the official lore, and then they start changing a lot of the characters in ways that, you know, wasn't following the original path, it like you start seeing the holes in which they go about that, like you know, the way Victor they still reach sort of where he was in the lore, but the way they go about it is very strange and so different that it makes it like you start wondering exactly why they went about it, and then you think about it and you're like, okay, this seems like they sort of had this context of, oh, this is lore now we have to rush things and make this make sense somehow to get to that point that we were originally just gonna go off in our own path and do our own thing for. You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. I mean,
where
where Victor ended up, it seems like a very natural progression from where he was at season 1, given everything that happened in season 1 and season 2. Same with Jace. And it ended up that it's not even like really that accurate at all, because if they wanted to be that accurate, they would have rewrote it to give him his like game design. The fact they didn't shows to me that they really didn't rewrite it at all to be canon, because it being canon was something that was announced when they were already well into writing the season.
So the reason I don't I don't refute that, and I'm pretty sure that obviously they were writing their own thing before Riot decided that. The way I view it though is like, it feels like they changed certain things about it. Originally it was supposed to be like they changed certain things to make it make sense to to whatever story they're going towards, and the reason like the way they went about like, I'll just give a quick example really, is the whole Jason Victor, you know, Victor's whole thing is the glorious evolution and stuff like that, where in the original story, yeah, he's a mechanical guy, you know, all this stuff, he doesn't, you know, he takes away people's humanities because he thinks it's imperfect and he thinks that it's ruining people's lives, where there's a lot of reasons behind that because of how much you see him fail constantly in the lore, because of the fact that people just revert back to, because even though he improves people's bodies, he can never improve their minds, which was a bit strange because in the commune that he has, in down in Zon, you know, it seems like everything's going perfectly fine, you know? So it doesn't seem like he has a real reason to start changing people's emotions and taking them away the same way that he would in the original lore. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
so I think we need to pause right here because the commune was working perfectly because he was taking people's emotions and humanity away. That's why it was working perfectly.
But where does that like we saw that his consciousness was part of all of them, right? And so they all shared each other's consciousness. What I'm trying to understand is like, why did he just take them all away? Why did he turn them into husk? And that also leads into another.
That only wait. So there's some key context there. He only goes with the plan to like convert all of humanity into husks. After Jace has tried to kill him, and when Anbessa's army is moving in, and he sees like all that conflict that is transpiring. That's what spurs his decision to like take it a step further. Had Jace not done that, and had Anbessa not fucked around with Hextech and shit, it's very likely that he probably would have just stayed in his fucking commune and only converted people that went to him willingly, as he originally intended.
Okay, so that does it. I feel like, yeah, it gets you there sort of, but then you have the other aspect of it where I'm just like, you know, if he's a powerful mage in the future, he had, you know, he's no longer, or at least he's not longer the mechanical mage that we saw, like what he turns into. He's like a full blown mage because we saw him in season 1, which sort of doesn't make sense, but I'm not gonna go into that. But if he's this powerful time traveling mage, there's so many different options that he could have done. Instead of just giving Jace that rune. And yeah, it's explained that, oh, well, he did it because he wants to save Jace anyway. Well, there's other ways he
No,
could.
that's not that. No, that's not explained. He explains that Jace is the only one who could show him the truth about chasing imperfection. That's what he says, and he has tried multiple times. He's given that Jace that rune like at least 7 or 8 times. That we see, if not more. So.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Well, there's just so much because it's like, why does he have runes? But also, you know, why does he like have these rune markings and all this stuff? And why is he basically human in season 1's flashback? But then we see him and he's like basically still mechanized. And how does he turn back from?
He's
but
not,
that's like really
he's not mechanized. He's just like slightly purple. Like it's not like, you gotta remember, Victor when he's wearing the cloak looks nothing like Victor during the finale, like the big guy with like the arm and the staff and like the thing over his face that makes him look weird. He looks just like a regular guy, but purple, which isn't that inconsistent with the flashback.
Is what I'm saying. Like, how does he turn back into a regular human? And then
we don't know. It's years of gap in between when he takes over everyone's mind and when he starts traveling back. It's like we don't know how he became back. Presumably through magic.
If he can go back, why not just kill? Like, if he goes back and he knows he causes a cataclysm and all that stuff, and he causes a horrible world and he destroys the future, why not just go back and kill himself? Why not just go back and stop Jason and let Jason? Why not just go back and let Jason jump off the building instead of building Hextech? Why do, like, he's a powerful mage. He can literally go back. He literally saves Jace's mom and him. Why even do all that convoluted stuff? Why not just fucking, you know,
so the reason I would say is because he doesn't want to just take lives away. He wants things to play out naturally. He doesn't want to change the courses of who they'll turn out to be, other than himself. He knows who Jace is. He knows who he's gonna grow into as a man because he's a good person. And if he changes that, it would just completely change how what's his name's life would entirely play out.
Yeah, but Jace, yeah, okay, Jace is a good person, but their technology destroys the world, and showing Echo and Echo's reality where Hextech was never created, it shows that basically they should be dead, and that Jace and Victor should die because they inadvertently destroy the world through creating Hextech, which doesn't. Okay,
hold on. One second. So because you kind of said a lot there. So with the Hextech thing, the concession that him and Jace reach at the end is that there is going to be flaws. There's going to be imperfect things with that, and Hextech is even a part of that. So The only way that Jace reaches that point is to see, or no, sorry, not Jace. The only way that Victor would ever reach that point, and still be able to have somewhat of a normal life, is for him to actually see it play out and see the consequences of it. Because once he reaches that perfection, and sees his like future life, or whatever, in the midst of that as well, that's what shifts his point. That's what changes him.
Okay, so him seeing the destruction that he causes makes him stop doing his destruction, like what he's already caused to that point where he's killed a bunch of people and stuff.
Yeah, because remember in season 1, and even in season 2, he sees it firsthand what his creation creates. So like, let's say hypothetically speaking, his future self goes to his past self and he's like, this is what happens, da 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 da. It's like, why would Victor believe that fully? I think Victor would be too stubborn to give up on it at that point.
But yeah, because he would meet himself though, is what I'm saying. He'd meet the mage himself. He doesn't know magic. He knows he doesn't know magic. And if he saw the mage version of himself, he'd be like, what the fuck?
So it could make why would he?
Wait. Hold on, Kronos. I think it would obviously raise the question of like, okay, this guy is here telling my future self is here telling me this stuff. But I think Victor would be too stubborn to take that advice. I think he would still have his same mindset. Because even if me, like if I had my future mindset now go and talk to me sophomore year, I think I would be too stubborn about certain things to like change the way I go about certain things. Especially if I was like Victor and I'm literally trying to change the world. I wouldn't believe that I would never be able to reach a point of no return. I would never be able to reach a point where this technology, helping people and all that stuff can work in tandem with like humanity.
Yeah, so I sort of get it. I feel like it's a little bit watered down because of the fact that like he comes to this conclusion very quickly after the death of his girlfriend, and and then after being fused with the hex core and stuff like that, which we don't really get an explanation why the hex core went the way it did.
It takes wait very quickly. It takes like all of season 1 and the 2 arcs for him to come to this conclusion. What do you mean very quickly?
So the reason I say it's very quickly is that we saw in the end of season 1, he finally gets, he takes the plunge, he mechanizes himself with the Arcane, and then he experiences it and he sees how valuable this tool is, and he sees how powerful it can, and how it can change the world and stuff. And then his girl dies, and then we have that whole crash out where he goes into the hex core, he has a near-death experience, and then he basically decides at that point, okay, now I'm gonna go full force. I'm not gonna stop myself. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna help people no matter what. I'm not gonna let these people restrain me from helping people. I get that, but it's just like it feels like the step from I got this peaceful commune. I got I'm helping people and all that stuff. The step he goes from there to because the commune's only under attack because he has Vander. He could have just let them have Vander. He could have just said, okay, whatever, or I'll help Vander or whatever.
That's why the commune's under attack, yes. But Jace like kills him, which I think is a big point. Like Jace kills him, even if they didn't attack the commune, Ambessa was still gonna try to invade Zon. Anyways, that's what we're currently doing. There's a lot of conflicts that even if he didn't have Vander. What?
Why did Jace even try to kill him? Why not just let Victor touch his mind and see the memories that he has of the future?
So it's a very clear reason. It's one, his emotional state at the point, and after what he just saw and what he was just told, it makes it very clear why he tried to kill him.
Because he like hallucinating and like freaking out and seeing red and shit.
Well, yeah, there's that, but also if Victor reaches a point, he even says this in episode 9, I think. It's either episode 9 or 8. It's 9. But like Victor's reached a point where he's way too powerful. He literally says we're supposed to lose. So like being able to kill Victor right then and there takes away any opportunity for things to go terribly wrong. And he's seen the future, so it makes complete sense why he would just kill him right there.
Yeah, but
'Cause-
older Victor could have explained that. Could have been like, "Hey, man, he touches people's minds. He can see your memories. Why don't you just let him touch it, and then he'll see this future, and hopefully that changes his mind." Instead of, "I'm just gonna go start blasting."
So again, that leaves things up.
So
to
I
chance.
think
That
wait,
leaves
wait, I
things up
think
to
I think
chance.
there's a key thing you said there, where it's hopefully it changes his mind. Well, I don't think Jace wants to like bet the fate of the world on a hopefully. So the more immediate and permanent answer would be to just fucking blast them.
Yeah, but he's met the version of Victor where he's already reconciled, so he knows that this
Yeah, but
older
that's not
Victor,
this version. And there's
but
that's not this
the
version,
point
and
is
there's
what
no
I'm saying.
guarantee this
He can
version
touch
will become
memories.
that version.
Yeah, but if Victor sees, hey, I've been here, I've seen how fucked up this is. If you show my younger self this, then we'll see what happens. And then
No, that still leaves things up to
Well,
chance.
yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens is a terrible plan when you're
Yeah.
risking the fate of the world. To be honest.
either way, though,
Thanos is gonna snap away half the universe. We'll see what happens, guys. No need to
He
stress
didn't kill him either way.
We'll see
is
what
the
happens.
point. And I get it, and I get what you're saying. Like, okay, he doesn't want to leave it up to chance because of how fucked up he saw the world. But it's like, older Victor could have explained to him, there's a chance. And,
See how
and
every time, wait. Every time you try to retort back with a new point, you say could or this could happen. You're still leaving things up to chance, which is the main point that I think
Because
defeats
that's the
what
whole-
you're saying.
Time travel is just all could, it would. He doesn't know if Victor would have been able to see the wrongs of or whatever of the future.
Maybe the
He doesn't know that,
So,
and
let's-
but he
let's-
does know
let's
there's a
do-
version of Victor that reverts back to where he once was, and he sees the errors of what perfection
Okay,
is, and that's
let's
ultimately what
do-
happens anyway.
let's
the
do
end.
let's do a cost analysis here, and then you tell me what you would choose. Okay. So on one hand, you could let him touch your mind and see your memories, and he might turn into a good guy again and stop this. Or he could not stop and then destroy the world anyways. Or you could shoot him and then he won't destroy the world because he'll be dead. Which would
Okay,
you
but-
which would you rather choose between those two options?
But that's ignoring the fact that at the end he does that anyway.
Because he has no choice.
Because that's the only option. Because that's the only option. Yeah, when you remove one of the options, you can only pick the one option. Yes.
No, but I'm saying, why would older Victor, right, knowing that younger Victor can touch people's minds, he already knows what's happening. He already knows what's gonna happen. He already knows how he was and his abilities and all that stuff. Why doesn't he explain to Jace, hey Jace, what I can do as a younger version of me is just I can see their inner thoughts, I can see their memories the same way he did with Van. So just let me touch your mind, and I will see the future. And likely this won't happen. It doesn't at least give that
I feel like I just explained why
He
Jace
already
would
knows
do
that.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen anyway. The
kinda-
anomaly is that
so-
Echo, went back in time. He somehow gave Jace the option for Victor to touch his mind, because
So-
then Victor, he broke out. But he's already.
Mobius.
This is before Victor went full force with Glorious Evolution. This is before. This is still commune Victor, who's still at least thinking about it and is still has doubts because
And
we all
is-
saw.
And is significantly weaker.
Yeah, and it's significantly weaker.
Therefore easier.
So
Therefore easier to kill.
Well, Mobius. I think the problem with everything you just said is, again, you've repeated what we've been saying. We're kind of going in circles at this point on this. And I don't really think, because I feel like we've given enough. It's gonna
Okay,
go. It's
well,
gonna continue to go in circles.
Okay,
And
I'll
if you
move
don't
on,
want
I'll
to,
move on. I just want to disagree about one more point. So I just think it's another a couple of more points, I guess. I think Loris as a character, the big guy with the shield that Caitlyn that Caitlyn recruits or whatever. I think he was a wasted character. I don't understand what the point of his character was or anything like that. I think they just added that whole group.
Wait, what character are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Are
Loris.
you talking about the guy
guy-
that dies with the arrows?
Yeah, with the gun, and the guy who he's always out there helping Vi and stuff when she was going down her spiral. I think he was a wasted character, to be honest.
No. He wasn't helping Vi. He left
No,
her.
he was helping Vi.
No,
when
no, he-
when Vi was going downhill or whatever, he was there to support her and get
No.
her to her apartment and stuff.
Yeah, he was there. He was there to like bring her to an apartment and stuff. But like he leaves. He still leaves her at the end of the day. Like that's
Well,
that's
yeah,
what that
because he
visual
doesn't
shows
want-
her.
He
Well, you
can't help her. She pushes him away, is what I'm saying, and he's not going to be the one that saves her anyway. Because
yeah,
you
I know
know,
that they do that visual storytelling. He wasn't supposed to be like some big character or whatever. Like he was used for someone that Vi would push away.
no, okay, I get that, but what was the point? Is what I'm saying. Like, why
That was
even
the point.
introduce
I just explained the point.
No, but yeah, okay, he's here to just die in a very anticlimactic way. What was the point of following him? Is the point is like what I'm trying to say. Like, why even introduce him? We can see Vi go downhill without his involvement because he ultimately doesn't affect her character arc. He ultimately doesn't have any interactions with any other character.
I mean, I disagree with that because he like I feel like I already explained it, but I'll kind of explain it again. Her having someone trying to help her from like topside, specifically topside, especially trying to help. It not only shows the whole like she's pushing away the thought in Vander's head, and the thing that even gets her back is Vander. That's the thing that gets her back to like growing as a character. So I think having someone there that she can push away, especially being an enforcer, that she kind of came to grow somewhat of a relationship with, and as time progresses, as she continues to get more and more depressed, continues drinking and stuff, she pushes that person away. She pushes that connection between the Undercity and Topside away. I feel like that's kind of what it represents. I don't think that character needs much more than he got. And I feel like that's why he was utilized in the story.
You asked why we follow him. I don't think we ever follow him at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really
Like when do we follow? Can't remember a single scene that was like from his POV or something.
No, we don't follow
Besides
him
when he was on the cannon shooting.
Yeah, but we don't follow him necessarily in the sense that we're following his story. I'm saying like I get what you're trying to say, that he is sort of like a stand-in for Vander, and Vander's like his presence for Vi, and he sort of plays that sort of role that Vi needs, and that ultimately Vander is the thing that needed, like, for her to get out of the situation that she was in. But I feel like if you're going to introduce a character like that, at least have the character interact with her, at least talk to her more than a couple of scenes, or less, like 1 or 2 lines, and then kill him off in such an unceremonious way, and then Vi barely reacts to it. She doesn't care about what
was unceremonious? Didn't he go out shooting the cannon?
He died in battle. I don't.
Even that. He died before he could even shoot off the cannon.
No, he was shooting the cannon. He was shooting the cannon.
He was shooting the cannon as he died.
No, he was. Yeah, he was.
Because he falls over and then the thing fires.
No. That was another character came in as he was slumped over.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't even. Again, I don't really think that this character is not even a big part of the show, so I don't understand what the hold up on this is.
Like, why even introduce him? Why focus in on him?
They're not focusing on him at all. They're not. I explained his purpose in the show, his role that he fills.
Wait. When did they focus on him? Give me the sequence of scenes where they focused on him specifically.
What is the? Well, I think a better question to ask is, what is the problem with any story introducing just a semi-side character that's not supposed to be that important, and they filled a role perfectly fine for what the story needs them to do? What's the problem with that?
Okay, so I don't think he fits the role perfectly. That's my gripe. I don't think that they gave him enough for him to be impactful. The fact that you don't even remember the way he dies, and the fact that you're saying that he's like a know nothing character, yet he's still so important for some reason for Vi.
Why is he that important?
No, but the point is, what I'm saying is, like, why is he introduced with Vi? Why do we see him hang around her? Why do we see him highlighted in scenes?
Okay, I explained this.
So he's introduced. So he's introduced for this one specific thing about Vi pushing people away. Okay, you follow me?
No, but that's not. But he's not introduced that way. He's introduced with
No. He's not introduced that. It doesn't matter how he's introduced. He's introduced for that reason. That's the purpose
Well,
that they put him in the show for.
Well, sorry, wait. Sorry. Just to add to that real quick. Another purpose for that whole enforcer group is to show how human they can be. It's just showing more enforcers that are like Caitlyn to continue pushing Vi's growth from the first season. That not all enforcers are bad, and you can work with Topside in order to unify things in a way that Vander never could. That's that group's purpose. That's that guy's purpose. It's like he fills his role and he does what he needs to do. He doesn't need to be some deep, complex character.
I'm not saying he has to be a deep, complex character, but for a named character that we do see and that they're introduced.
He's not a main character.
Well, he's introduced and we follow him throughout episodes, as in we see him doing actions that involve the story and he's part of the group that goes hunting Jinx. He helps Vi when she's down in her lowest. He's the one that's for some reason singled out to be her only friend that still hangs out with her after she breaks up with Caitlyn, and then she pushes him away, and then his next big moment is that he's going to fire a cannon and he dies before he can fire the cannon, and then he gets pushed aside and she reacts to him dying, but not really. She just looks over and that's it. So that's what I like. My point is
it's a moment of shock in the moment. Like, she's in the middle of a war zone when she just saw someone die. I don't think you can expect someone to react exactly how you want them to react all the time. Especially in that context.
She act in some crazy way where she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy the world now that Loris is dead." But I'm saying is that for a character that we introduced to in season 2, that's given a lot of screen time. That's also
he's not given a lot of screen time. Why do you keep saying this? He barely has any scenes in the show.
Given screen time for Vi's story is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I explained what his role was for that story. You keep going in circles with these points. It's annoying.
Yeah. So just to be clear, before you go off on your next point, just to be clear, we didn't follow him. We weren't told anything from his POV. He doesn't have a quote unquote significant amount of screen time ever. So I just want to make that clear before you go into your next point and then repeat that again.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, compared to characters like Milo and Clinker, who we see, even though they are part of the story and that they sort of play similar roles where they're support characters to Vi, they're far more impactful in their deaths and in their
because they were treated like main characters. That's what made it more subversive when they died.
They weren't main characters,
and their memories were still kept up. They were treated like main characters. That's what made it more impactful when they died.
Yeah, that's because they were given actual character and they were actually shown
their death was meant to be more impactful than Loris's. That's why they were given that treatment. Because their death wasn't just about Vi. Their death wasn't just about Vi. It was also in service Powder becoming Jinx.
Their deaths are highlighted. Their deaths have actual reaction. And so when they focus in on Loris for some reason dying, they could have just shown Loris dead somewhere. We wouldn't, then that would have done the same thing. But they focus in on Loris' struggle to try to fire his cannon, and they focus in on Vi's reaction to his death, even though there was no reaction. So it's like
they also focus on a bunch of foot soldiers fighting. What is your point here?
They focus on
a bunch of foot soldiers fighting too. Are they main characters now?
No, the point is that season 2 had so much build up to it, had so many moments, and it had a lot of moments where they didn't necessarily need to continue on. Like a lot of the Black Rose stuff, they really lingered on that a lot, and we could have had more moments here and there where they could have gave Loris and Vi more of their relationship, more attention. And that moment that we had at the end there where Loris dies, it could have been a far more impactful moment of really cementing that this is a serious war. Vi barely reacts to it. She doesn't go to the funeral event afterwards and do anything. She just, her last scene is with Caitlyn kissing and making up and all that stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. And we didn't need an extended moment of Vi in the prison cell after Jinx says she's gonna go kill herself. We didn't need that extended moment of her and Caitlyn doing it. If that was the like the way they went about it, they could have really focused in on those characters. They could have made up more of the time that they had instead of wasting it sort of on scenes like that. Is
Scenes
what I'm
like
saying.
what?
Why did they
wait.
need to give Loris more? Why?
Wait. You said remove the scene with Caitlyn and Vi in the jail cell?
Yeah, or at least
You know how
change it up.
that's way more important than anything they needed to do with the other guy. Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
what
The
I'm
scene.
saying
No,
is-
stop.
But
The scene. Stop.
but Jinx says
Stop.
she's gonna
Stop.
go
I'm
kill
not done.
herself,
I'm
right?
not done. The scene in the jail cell with Vi and Caitlyn. It's fresh off of Vi, like doing what she needed. Like Jinx telling Vi, go be with her. I'm nothing. Basically saying I'm nothing but a Jinx. Blah blah blah. There's no good version of me. Go be with her. You deserve it. And it's fresh off of Caitlyn making another. Vi making another mistake, and she's saying, I always choose wrong. Da 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 da. And so when she decides to embrace Caitlyn, that's her just doing what she's doing. She's not choosing wrong because Caitlyn says to her, I knew you were going to do this with Jinx. So when she confirms that to her, she's basically validating this wasn't a mistake you made. You did the right thing. So that's a way more important scene than what you're saying we needed for this super side character who's not important.
I'm not saying we needed some huge scene for him. I'm saying that the impact of his death could have been it could have been more impactful.
It didn't need to be.
But and the logic behind like I get that Caitlyn is like, I knew like there's a reason behind me taking all the guards is so you could let Jinx out, right? But Jinx literally stating that she's gonna go do something insane, and Vi knowing that she's either gonna kill herself or revert back to terrorism, and she's like, oh well, now is the time to get it on in this jail cell while my unstable sister is extremely unstable.
That's because she's having one. Yes, because okay, you're disingenuously framing that. Vi has been in that jail cell for who knows how long. She can't do anything with Jinx right now. She thinks she's already gone at this point. So she's taking that. What I already explained about that scene. She's taking that one moment of happiness that she can embrace and taking what Jinx just said to her. That's not a problem.
What? Okay. The whole story up to this point is that Vi has been a neglectful older sister, and her remedying that is that she's finally fixed her family, and that she's working with Jinx on stuff, and now Jinx is going through a mental crisis because her little sister stand-in has died, killing herself in a sacrificial way for all of them. And she doesn't, and her first, and like I get it, she's been in the cell for a while, but her first thought should be, oh, I need to get out of there to save my sister, because that's the whole cause of the problems, is that she constantly neglects her sister and leaves her sister in emotional turmoil while she goes off and continues banging enforcers and doing and ignoring the fact that her sister's out there. That's that was my main gripe with that whole situation. I'm not saying that Vi is a terrible character because she's banging Caitlyn, but it doesn't make sense to all of the buildup that we've had with her versus Jinx this whole time and them finally making up. Like, why didn't she just why didn't they think of, oh hey, Vi's finally in a state where they're finally like a family in a sense, and then she really cares about Jinx. She should be out there looking for her, not just allowing Jinx to go off. She didn't even know where Jinx was during the final battle.
Okay. What's Vi's arc in this season?
Vi's arc?
Mm-hmm. Just sum up what do you think her arc is?
So from my perspective, from what I've gathered from watching the show, is that I think Vi's arc is really her trying to find her place and trying to figure out exactly where she needs to be. And the fact that she was trying to be an enforcer, she was trying to go down this path of taking out Jinx and hopefully righting the wrong of her, of what she's caused and taking responsibility for that. Then she fails at it. She loses her girlfriend. She spirals out. To together they like Jinx pulls her out of it basically by showing her Vander and then rekindling her love for her family and you know getting and becoming back and realizing that she has more to live for and more to fight for still, and then her like you know trying to basically fix up all the like you know fix up her situation with Jinx and Vander and trying to reestablish their family family unit and you know continue fighting for Zahn and stuff. And so for that, like that's what I thought the whole arc was going for. And also the
Okay, well wait, you said a lot there. So I'm just gonna sum up what her arc is in the season. I'm just gonna sum it up. Her arc in the season is about letting go. I think you were on the nose with some of the things you described previously, like her downfall in the middle point of the season, and what she was trying to do in the beginning of the season. But ultimately, her arc is about letting go, and still having the will to continue Vander's mission by the end of the show. That's the point of the whole. I'm the dirt under your nails. I'm still in this fight, but she's letting go and embracing her new life. Would you say that's accurate?
She's letting go and embracing her new life.
So when they play the song, you know the song "This Life Is a Wasteland," blah blah blah. The song that plays right as Jinx is about to off herself, and right when Jinx sacrifices herself. Basically spells it out for you.
Okay, so you're saying that the song indicates that's the message of her arc is that she's trying to let go.
The song is amplifying that. It's just adding to it because it's pretty clear that that's her arc, but it's just something that's adding to it. It's like, oh, that's neat how they mixed the music into that. But the thing that cements it by the end is when she's singing the song that she's humming the song that Powder's singing in the first episode of season 1, the bridge song. And she says to Caitlyn, I'm the dirt under your nails. I'm still in this fight. For Vander's mission and unifying things, even though, you know, Jinx is gone. Like it's about her letting go, and still finding the will to continue, as opposed to where she was at the beginning or the middle of the season when she spiraled out, got drunk, blah 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 blah. It's her embracing her new life and letting go. It's the thing that it also echoes a similar sentiment to what Echo said to Powder in episode 7. In order to move forward, you have to leave a few things behind. So the reason, again, now I'm gonna re-explain the jail scene or like the sex scene. She's embracing Caitlyn in that moment. So when Jinx is gone and she's been in that jail cell for who knows long. She's letting go of Jinx right there and embracing Caitlyn. She's embracing what Jinx just told her. So it makes complete sense. Even with all you just said, the stuff with her sister, it's like, oh, I did her wrong, da 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 da. It's called character growth. Do you get it?
I get it, yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there could have been a more appropriate way of showcasing that, and you know, and really in diving into Caitlyn and Vi's like their reunion and all that stuff in a more like just a better way, a way that doesn't make it feel like they're slowing the story down or they're taking away from how you know, because Jinx is still a terrorist, and she's still and the you know, and it's surprising that Caitlyn would just sit there and
she
be
doesn't
like,
think
oh,
that anymore. She doesn't think that Jinx is a terrorist anymore. She thinks she's changed because she just spent that time in the commune with Jinx. She literally says it to Caitlyn. She's a changed person now.
Okay, yeah, but that's yes, that's commune Jinx, but this is Jinx after a terrible situation, and she's, you know, she's still a shimmerhead. She's still, you know, unstable. So we don't know exactly it just
she's
feels,
not unstable anymore.
Okay, she's gonna blow herself up. It's pretty unstable behavior.
What do you mean exactly by unstable?
Like, I'm not saying that she's like a danger to everyone in like Zon or whatever, but I'm saying like how like Caitlyn's only seen Jinx, like she's only talked to Jinx, she's only had an interaction with Jinx like in a very minute amount of time. We haven't seen her really like. So for her to make that assumption of, oh hey, Jinx is okay, just leave her alone, like let's just bang here in this jail cell, like her first react like, and she's still the protector of Piltover and all that stuff. Like we don't know, like I just don't. It doesn't feel consistent to how intense the whole season had been up to that point and the whole cat and mouse game that had been playing. Even though like they did have that whole battle, she's still in the jail cell for a reason. People don't trust her. People don't like, even if Caitlyn.
That wasn't Caitlyn's decision to put her in the cell. Caitlyn
I know.
didn't
I'm
do
saying,
that.
like, even if Caitlyn sees,
that wasn't Vi's. Well, you so then mentioning that's irrelevant.
How is that irrelevant?
You just said they put her in the jail cell. Blah 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 blah. How is that relevant to when we're talking about Vi's character?
I'm saying Piltover as a society put her in the jail cell.
Yeah.
They're still afraid of her.
Okay, that's
her-
irrelevant to both Caitlyn and Vi's decision making, because all of Piltover has not met Jinx and seen how Jinx has changed. So
Yeah,
it really
but
doesn't
neither-
matter that they put her in the jail cell.
Okay, but Vi hasn't, like, she doesn't even know what Jinx is going to do, is what I'm saying. So for her to just
You're telling me Vi couldn't gather from her conversation with Jinx that Jinx was probably either gonna kill herself or go somewhere very far away and leave Piltover and Zon? Because it sounds to me like that's exactly what Jinx said she was gonna do.
I don't remember the exact quote. I don't think she said that to me.
She says, "Where are you gonna go?"
She said you won't.
She says,
You
"What are you
won't
gonna
have to
do?
worry about me
What
anymore."
are you gonna do? You don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm breaking the cycle."
I'm breaking the cycle.
Saying you don't have to worry about me anymore does not imply that she's about to do something terrible, like an act of terror. The most it would imply is what Kronos just said. It's either she's gonna leave, or kill herself. And
Okay,
by
and
the
so
time Vi is out of that,
Vi letting go is her saying, "Okay, cool, you can go kill yourself."
if you wanna frame it like that, sure.
That's exactly what you're saying, though.
That's not what I'm saying.
When you're saying that Vi is letting go,
Oh God.
She bangs Caitlyn herself.
I'm gonna.
You're
Alright,
saying
stop.
It sounds like you're really just mad that they were begging. I don't know
No,
if you
I
get
don't
pussy
care.
or
No,
not. but
I'm
it
not
sounds
gonna.
like that's
No.
what you're saying about.
No, I don't care about the banging.
Stop. The way you just framed it, the reason I say it's disingenuous is because the way that scene plays out, it's not Vi saying, "Yeah, fuck you, go kill yourself." That's not what it's saying. She's been sitting in that cell. She can't stop Jinx from leaving, and by the time Caitlyn comes to take her out, there's nothing she could do. If she thinks Jinx is gonna off herself, then she would have done it already. She's embracing Caitlyn and letting go. How many times do I have to explain that?
Okay, but you just said that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna move on from that. I want to talk about another.
I
character.
just said no. Explain.
You just said that she did. That she's going to like. It's implied that she's going to either kill herself or leave, right?
Right.
And what I'm saying is that Vi has, like, they're still trying to. They lost Vander, right? So now you're saying that, okay, now that she's lost Vander, Vi should just let go of Caitlyn or let go of Jinx and just let her go and let her, in this unstable state where she's just lost someone very close to her and she's spiraling, we see. And then so it's just cool that she just lets her go and she forgets about, or like doesn't care about what happens to Jinx. She just goes off with Caitlyn to go do whatever they're doing. That's the point of what I'm saying. Like, it would have been nice
saying
to have,
she doesn't.
to have some concern.
Okay. Stop saying she doesn't have concern. Stop saying that she doesn't care, because she does. But you can still do all that while embracing something new and letting go and accepting that you can't change who this person is.
And also, I think you're forgetting that the choice has been kind of made for Vi. Like, at this point, Jinx has well, either killed herself or left. So it's not much Vi can actually do. Like, you're asking Vi to have concern and go look for someone that she thinks is like already dead, as opposed to spending the time with the person she has now.
Mind you, as an impending war is literally about to be at their doorstep.
Okay. I just want another disagreement point is, Ambessa, you know, I think her character was extreme. Like her character was like I didn't dislike her character. I thought she was, you know, done very well. I just thought some of her motivation was a bit strange. The way that she joined up with Victor, even knowing that Victor's whole thing is that he can control people and that he would take over, you know, basically everyone, and you know, take away their emotion. I just really didn't understand where she was coming from, where she was joining up with Victor to get him to the Hex Gate, to evolve him and to evolve his powers, knowing that he would, you know, he's gonna just take over everything and take over everyone. And you know, what
She
was
didn't
her,
know that.
Wait, before you continue with that criticism and think about that criticism for a second, could you explain what Ambessa's whole goal and motivation is in Piltover and what her like motto is and what she says to Mel?
So I don't remember her exact motto, but from what I gathered from watching the show is that Ambessa's goal is to take advantage of Hextech, to then defend her family against the Black Rose, and to you know, hopefully use the Hextech as a way to, you know, to bridge the gap between her army and the Black Rose, because the Black Rose is clearly made up of mages, and mages in this world are far more, you know, are far above just the regular soldier. And even though she has the what I imagine is like these runic little metal shields that stop the magic from attacking, she still understands that they're nothing compared to what, you know, to fighting a mage. So she's, you know, this is just how I viewed her character arc, is that she's a mother who's grieving. You know, she's lost her son to the Black Rose, and she's definitely obviously scarred about it. And so she's very overprotective of Mel, and that's why she sent her to Piltover. And that's why she's also using Mel to get the Hextech and pushing to use Hextech, because then she wants to take advantage of the Hextech and then hopefully use it against the Black Rose. What I didn't my difficulties with her character is that she, you know, for a manipulator, for such a you know, such a planner and such a thinker who thinks such ahead. It was very strange watching her like embrace Victor, knowing that even not like in his plans to get to the Hex Core, even though you know, we saw what Victor's whole plan was, is to take over everyone's minds. So it's just like weird for someone who wants independence.
Stop. That's wrong.
We saw.
Wait, stop.
Very
Wait,
important.
Stop. That's wrong. She doesn't know that. And second of all, she sees how powerful the things that Victor creates are. And third of all, she also kind of abides by Victor's motto as well. Her whole thing about you need to be a wolf, it's basically saying you need to let go of your humanity to be effective in battle, to protect your family, to so that the people like the Black Rose can't do this. Like, that's the whole motto that she says to Mel. So I feel like everything right there, that just kind of defeats everything that you're saying.
Also, she views Victor as a weapon that she can control. Like, she thinks she can control Victor. Like, you yourself stated, we see that his plan is to take over everyone's mind. We, the audience, not her and Bessa.
Also, she tries to do the same thing with Warwick. That was the reason she was going after Warwick. She wanted him as a weapon.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying is, like, it would have been cool to see a scene or two where she, like, where one of her soldiers questions her about why she would be joining Victor, and you know, and because they're like disgusted with his soldiers or whatever, and then she explains what her plan is to control Victor, because we don't, like, at this point she's like, there's no reason to believe that she has any way of controlling him. He's almost omnipotent at this point.
Okay, she doesn't, but she thinks that she can. That's the whole purpose.
Okay, but okay, and I think I can fly. That, like, we need reasons for why she would think that, because she to this point she is a master tactician. She's manipulated every situation. She always has a reason for why she's doing it. She always knows what she's gonna do to get her way. So it would have been nice to see what her ultimate, what her ultimate move was to use on Victor.
I think you forget her whole plan, that she didn't even much care about Victor specifically. Victor, it wasn't even Victor that promised her this, I don't think. I think it was Synth, yeah. That she can transform, they can transform her army into something more than human. That was the plan. So what is the thing, like, how is she gonna control It's like her army is gonna become this. So what's your point?
I'm saying, okay, so her army is going to become lifeless husks that are controlled by Victor. I'm trying to understand is like, how would she take advantage of this situation to put it in where she's in control? Because her whole thing is really that she's in control of things and she wants to be in control of things. That's why Mel is so rebellious against her, because it felt like she wasn't really even though she knew she was doing things for her family, it didn't feel like she was she wasn't giving Mel the proper respect, and really trying to like explain to her exact issues.
Wait, what? That was kind of another point.
Sorry, I'm trying to just ask like what. Okay, buddy. What I'm asking is basically like, why do you think Mbessa didn't why didn't they show Mbessa's overall arching goal? Because she is this controller, she is this this manipulator,
Okay.
and that affected her whole relationship with pretty much everyone in her life. So it was very strange that she didn't it didn't bridge over to her relationship with Victor or anything like that.
Gotcha. So we would agree that her goal, her whole reason for coming to Piltover is to get something, and able to fight, or for her to be able to fight against the Black Rose, right?
Yeah, and to protect her family.
So what options does she have at the end of season 2?
Victor?
You cut out.
Did I cut out?
Colin cut out for me. Yeah, you said at the end of season 2. And then just after your regurgitation to that.
No, that was my question. What options does she have?
Okay.
Well, from what it seemed is that she had Victor, and her goal was also to bring Mel to her side, so she can use her powers against the Black Rose.
So basically all she has is Victor and Mel, who she doesn't even think she can use. So
and also Mel was kidnapped by the Black Rose.
So you just kind of.
So all she has is Victor. all she has is Victor. She makes a deal with Victor. And what's the problem with that? It's not like she has many options left. I mean, either she teams up with Victor to get what she wants and upgrade her army, or she's just fucked, I guess.
Yeah, it's like the plan's bad. Okay, give me a better plan. It's literally the.
But that's what. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say like it's not very like it's sort of like out of her character?
No, I don't.
No,
she has no
I
options.
don't. She has one option and she picks that option over losing. So that seems perfectly in character for her, honestly. She would rather fuck it, I'll make a deal with the devil over losing.
Someone in my chat even said it's like it's well established that she's just getting desperate, especially by the end of the show. Like she has no options. So it's not out of character.
The Black Roses here. They already almost killed her. She thinks that there was the Black Rose that kidnapped Jace, and the even though it wasn't, and the Black Rose did kidnap Mel. So they've got Mel. She thought they had Jace. They already tried to kill her. The only option she's left with is Victor, or she can just lose. And it's not in Mbessa's character to choose losing, so she teams up with Victor because it's the only choice she has. I don't see how it's out of character for her to do that.
Okay, so yeah, no, I would tend to agree with that. I feel like it just feels like on top of the anticlimactic death that she has, where we don't really understand what happened to her. It was just a very strange sort of like it felt like there could have been so much more, a little bit more set up to explain, what her, ultimate what her, like, basically make it more known what her ultimate get was out of that whole situation. But I can understand where you're coming from, where she's saying where she's desperate and all that stuff. I just feel like there should have been more to really show that. And that's just a big complaint of the whole season. I feel like there should have been more.
Well, her ultimate goal was to defeat the Black Rose, and she was gonna use Hextech to do it. That failed. She only has left with Victor. I mean, I'm pretty sure we don't need anything else. Like, we know what her end goal was, to destroy the Black Rose, and then, given who her character is, probably conquer the world, maybe, who knows. But immediately it was to destroy the Black Rose. She makes the only option she has to accomplish that goal. I don't see, like, what more setup is needed.
Well, I don't. Maybe you guys are just reading her character differently than I am. Like, I felt like she was as a domineering general tactician, that she, that felt like the only way things were gonna go like down for her is if she's in control. It always felt like she always had a plan, or at least an idea of what she wanted to go with everything, and even if it was like shallow.
So I think it's
like
really interesting that she eventually reaches a point where all her options fail.
It's like,
because I don't think.
Like, yeah, she did have. You're right. She did have a plan. She had a plan to use Hextech. That fell through. She had a plan to use Mel. That also fell through. She had a plan to use Hextech again, but that fell through because of what happened with Jace and the other guys getting sucked up into the like multiverse or whatever. So yeah, she did have a bunch of plans. They all fell through, and then she was left with only one option.
Yeah,
like,
but what I never understood is Jace is gone, right? And I thought that they had left their Hextech work that people could replicate it. I guess that wasn't possible.
Well, they tried. They tried, and then they all failed. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just didn't like. I felt like I don't know. They could have. It feels a little bit rushed, to where they could have showed her desperation a little more, and really like her her fall to where she's relying on someone that she doesn't know anything about, like Victor, and then she's like, all right, well, I don't know if I can control him, whatever, but I'm just gonna go with the flow anyway, because I feel like she's not a go with the flow kind of character.
Well, she's not. That's why it's like she's desperate. I'm pretty sure like the thing that cements her desperateness is the scene she has right after the guy ends up blowing himself up while working on Hextech. She's like, why is it that the moment like I come into power, all of a sudden every single like worthwhile scientist fucking disappears, and then she's yelling at her right hand man about how it's probably the Black Rose, and how like they're already here and how they already captured Mel. Like, that shows, I think, clearly her descent into desperation, because all of her plans are falling through. Like none of them can work. And so when she's given the opportunity by Victor to upgrade her army, she takes it. It's the only choice she has. I think there was like ample buildup for that. I don't see what more buildup you could have put in there.
Well, I just like because she wants an upgraded army, right? Doesn't the newly evolved commune like Victor, before he even touches the Hexgate, he can already do that. So I don't understand, is like, why would she even be like, oh, I'll take you to Hexgate? Like, why not just say, I want my army now, and then skedaddle out of there to go, fight the Black Rose? Why even care about what Victor's endgame was? Because
Victor's not gonna do it for nothing. Well, what? Why would Victor just upgrade her army? What does she have to threaten Victor with?
Well, yeah, but that's not the thing. Is saying is like Victor already is gonna upgrade everybody. So him upgrading her army.
She doesn't know that. Stop. She does not know that.
So she doesn't know that he's gonna upgrade people.
No, she doesn't know he's gonna upgrade the entire planet against their will. Because when she asks him to upgrade her army, he says, "I will only upgrade those willing." So she has no idea he plans to conquer the world.
That's the thing. We don't have a scene though where they interact, where they talk about this. So that's basically.
Yes, we do. Wait, yes, we do. We have the scene I just mentioned to you, where she asks him to upgrade her army, and he says to her through someone else that he will only upgrade those willing.
No, he said I will upgrade. I'm pretty sure he said he said I'll upgrade all who are willing.
Yeah.
Basically, all
Yes,
who want to.
yeah.
Yeah.
All who are willing. She doesn't know he's gonna upgrade the whole world.
Yeah, the whole.
She doesn't
her
know that's his
army-
plan.
But her army is willing because she's ordering them to get upgraded.
Oh my god. He's talking about after because he needs to reach this goal, bro. What do you like?
No,
what's
but
not
the
computing here?
The last scene that Victor has with her is that he says, "I will upgrade all who are willing," and then we see him transform the people into mannequins, right?
Transform his followers.
Yeah, those are
transform
his
specifically
people
his
already.
followers.
What are
I know.
you talking
I'm
He doesn't
saying-
upgrade her army until the end.
He doesn't
I'm not-
upgrade Piltover. He doesn't upgrade Zahn. It's just his followers.
Okay, but I'm not saying that he's not gonna do that. I'm saying if they should have shown a scene of her talking to him and him being like, I want to go to the Hex Gate, or explaining that he needs the
Literally
Hex Gate.
is the scene. What do you need me to do? If we help you do this, are we gonna do this? Will you upgrade my army? I will upgrade all of those who are willing. What the fuck are you talking about? You got what you wanted.
She didn't say she was gonna help him get to the Hex Gate. She said, "Are you?"
Yes, what are you talking about? That's their whole goal. What do you think they're doing?
Stop. Everyone stop. Okay. So Victor's goal is to get to the Hex Gate, and Mesa wants him to upgrade her army. She asks him to do it. He says he will only upgrade those willing.
He
We
didn't
don't
say,
need
"I
a
will
scene
only upgrade
where
those
he-
willing."
wait.
He said, "I will upgrade all who are willing."
Okay, that's literally the same thing. You've just switched the words around. Stop
No.
being pedantic. Okay.
You said,
Okay.
"I will only
I will
upgrade those who are willing."
I will
Makes
only
it seem like
upgrade
he's
if you
only,
admit
he's
your
only gonna upgrade
grandstanding.
those. He said, "I will upgrade all of them." Like he has no.
Okay, I will upgrade. I will upgrade all who are willing, and I will upgrade only who are willing. Is like the same sentence. All who are willing are the only people who are willing. Because if they aren't willing, then it's not like all who are willing is only the people who are willing. Because the people who aren't willing aren't included at all.
No, but the context of him saying that makes it feel like he's saying that I'll upgrade whoever you want, right? Because she just asked
he says willing. Stop. He says willing. All who are willing means the people who are willing, or
Yeah,
only
mhm.
those who are willing, not
Yeah.
anyone she wants.
Oh my god! But her army is gonna do what she says, right? They're willing
Okay.
to do anything.
Okay.
she
Good.
says.
Good. Good. So stop right there. So Victor.
So
She
she's
asked
saying-
him.
So she's saying, "Can you
Vic-
upgrade my
she
army?"
asked him.
And then he's like,
Okay.
"I'll upgrade whoever you want." That's basically what
No,
he's saying.
no, he
As long as
doesn't.
they're willing.
That's not what he's. So first of all, that's not what he says. He says he was only gonna upgrade them if they're willing. Whether her entire army is gonna be willing or not is irrelevant to that point.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
he doesn't ever say, "I need to go to the Hex
Stop.
because I need to upgrade the whole world." or
He
anything
doesn't
like
need
that.
to say it.
He doesn't
Okay,
even
so
negotiate that.
this is what I need to. This is why we need to stop right here. This is why I asked you and Colin to stop, because she asked him to do something. He says
But I'm
he will
saying, why
only
did-
do it.
Why do you
Stop.
show a
Stop.
scene where they're
Stop.
negotiating?
He will only do it to those who are willing, which is her entire army, whatever, that doesn't matter. If he's going to do the thing that she wants, and the next thing we see is her helping him get to the Hex Gate, we don't need a scene where he explains to her his motivation. We know that he told her he wants to go to the Hex Gate. We don't need a scene where he tells her that, because we see her helping him get there because he offered to upgrade her army. We don't need an extra scene in there.
Yes,
You're
we do.
asking for something that
Why
wouldn't
do
add
you want-
anything. What would that add to the story?
It would explain. It would get. First of all, it would show what. It would show how Victor is either underhanded in the way he's going about things, or it would show how desperate she is to the point where she's like, "Okay, do it. I don't care as long as you upgrade everybody."
We get
It
that.
wouldn't do
We
that.
get that anyway. We get
So first of all,
you would get a moment where she's like, "Okay, whatever." Like she just goes she does it. There's no pre.
yes,
brother.
That's what I'm saying.
there is. Oh, holy
Brother.
fuck. So he offers her something. She says okay. And then the next scene, she's helping him with something. You don't need to be a fucking rocket scientist to guess that he told her what he wanted was to get to the Hex Gates. He doesn't need to tell her what he's going to do, and she doesn't need to know. And even if he told her, it'd probably be a lie. We don't need to see that because we can fucking see that by watching the show.
You're saying that the person who is so controlling, who is constantly looking for information, constantly manipulating her own allies, doesn't need to know why she's gonna go do something for a guy that she clearly can see that he could just do it right now for her.
No, he can't. That's why they need to get to the hex. Wait, no, stop. That's a lie. He could only do it to the people he already had under control. He couldn't manipulate new people. We literally see he can't do that until he's on top of the hex gates. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they straight up show it. They straight up show it in the show. Did you watch it?
Did you watch it?
He upgraded Singe's daughter, who wasn't part of the commune, before they even left. We know this.
He didn't upgrade. Wait. He did not upgrade her.
no,
He did not upgrade her.
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
She has a whole ass robot body. He did not upgrade her. Singe did that using the
wait.
whatever.
You realize, wait. You dumbass. You realize if he upgraded her, she would be dead. You realize that, right?
Oh my god, that's what I'm saying. He upgraded her before they
His daughter would be dead. She wouldn't appear at the end of the show. She would be dead if he upgraded her. So no, he didn't upgrade her. What are you talking about?
First of all, the reason why she's different is because Singe gave her the stuff that he implanted
Put into Warwick.
Yes, into Warwick. So then
that made you insane. That made you insane. Yeah.
She's different than the other ones who are imperfect husks that he's just using. The point is what I'm saying.
So he put the shit that made Warwick insane into his daughter, and that's why she's perfectly sane and normal at the end of the show. Okay.
I don't know if she's perfectly sane and normal. I'm saying that he upgraded her before.
Well, I mean, when he put the thing into Warwick, he had like massive red eyes and he was going on a killing spree, and she's like not doing that.
Chronos. I think what he does is what he says to Victor. He combines the wild rune energy and the stuff that he put into Warwick. I think it was his DNA. It probably into the cell with his daughter. That's probably how she got out. But Victor never upgraded her, so.
You're saying that he never upgraded her?
He didn't.
If he did, she would be dead.
Never established.
No, I'm okay.
When is it established that Victor upgraded Singe's daughter?
Well, remember how he said that Victor is the ultimate, like the apex of hex tech. So why, like, what I'm trying to understand is like. Okay, so then explain how Oriana got that way. I just want to know what you guys.
I just explained
Singe
it.
did it.
Used the wild.
Singe
He probably used the wild rune energy.
What wild rune?
Stop! I'm not done. He probably used the wild rune energy that was in Victor's body and fused it with Warwick, which is not only how Victor got to the point where he was, but also probably how he healed his daughter.
What are we? What? You're saying that?
How do you think? Oh my god, dude.
Okay, so what we're saying is that Singe took shit from Victor, combined it with his own tech, and healed his daughter. What you're saying is that off screen, never established, Victor somehow healed Singe's daughter after telling Singe to go fuck off.
He didn't
and
tell him to go
she's
fuck off.
somehow still alive at the end, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that when she got upgraded via Warwick's blood, because we know that Warwick's blood has the ultimate apex of shimmer, and that it's regenerative blood that basically makes Warwick immortal. He uses that and mixes it with Victor so then Victor can recover from the wound that Jace gave him.
Yeah.
He uses it then after that.
Yeah. Oh wait. So you just wait. What was you just said recover, right?
Yes.
Oh. So what happens with his daughter at the end of the show?
So then he takes that and then he gives it to his daughter.
No,
so then he takes that and gives it to his daughter.
She's already been in the shimmer. She's already been in the shimmer bath. She's already been.
Okay, but she doesn't have the shit from. Okay, so this is a new version of Shimmer that's better, and she doesn't have the Victor shit. So he takes the shit that worked on Victor and then gives it to his daughter. At no point does this require Victor to heal his daughter and then her somehow still be alive at the end.
Okay, let me ask you this. So okay, all right. So you're saying that at what point do you see Singe take whatever shimmer you're talking about? The shimmer
in the scene where he heals Victor. What are you talking about?
But he's not healing Victor with the shimmer that he created. The shimmer he brought. He's using the blood of Warwick because Warwick's.
What's in Warwick's blood? What's in Warwick's blood?
Yes, the apex of shimmer. That's the point.
Exactly. You just defeated your own argument again. Oh my god.
What are you talking about? The point of what I'm saying is
no one gives a fuck if it's shimmer or if it's not shimmer or if it's crack cocaine. Doesn't matter. He takes the shit that healed Victor. Okay, follow me here. Follow me on this one. It's gonna be real difficult. So he takes the shit that healed Victor, and then he sees that it heals Victor, And so he decides to take that shit and put it into his daughter's thing, and then it heals her. Do you follow me on that one?
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Do I need to go over it again?
Yeah, no.
What doesn't make sense about it?
Bro, what I am saying is very simple. What he said that the way to avoid to stop death, which is Singe's ultimate goal, because his daughter's already dead. So no matter how much shimmer he pumps into her, he's not gonna revive her. So what he's saying,
his daughter's not dead. What are you?
Can you let me finish this?
His daughter's in.
He's gonna get cut off.
Because you're wrong. His daughter's in suspended animation. She's not dead.
I'm done finishing it. Please.
You have a broken premise.
All right, let me finish this point. What I am saying, what I viewed in the episode, this is how I interpreted it, is that he took he used the ultimate shimmer to revive Victor, because Victor is, his body is the ultimate apex of Hextech, and he said that the both combined can overcome death. So then once he did that, he used Victor to then upgrade his daughter's body, because we see that his daughter was upgraded to look exactly like the husk. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense.
No, wait, you're wrong about that again. That's another thing you did not watch. I swear you did not watch.
Combination.
Please pay attention. Pay attention to the show. Pay attention to the show. Pay attention to the show. Pay attention to the show, please. Pay attention to the show, please, because her body looks the same when she's in that little thing. She's the same type of body. What are you talking about?
What body?
If you look at his daughter's body when she's in stasis, it literally looks the same as when she gets pulled out.
The last scene of the finale, where you see her sitting down and she's a robot, she looks like a husk. That is what I'm trying to explain to you.
She does not look like a husk, actually. Okay, so first of all, she doesn't. So there are key things. There are key things that makes her not look like a husk. First of all the husks are faceless and they all look the same. Maria, or whatever the fuck her name is.
She's not connected to Victor's
Okay, if she's not connected to Victor, if she's not connected to Victor, guess what that means? It means Victor wasn't the one to do it.
Mobius.
Victor can upgrade people without destroying their fucking personality.
Mobius.
That's what I'm saying.
Mobius! What happened to the other people that didn't get turned into before he even turned them all into faceless husks? What happened to them when Victor got cooked?
Yes, he put them. He didn't take away their personality. He connected them all in.
No, they all basically got deactivated because they were all. Yes, they did. That's literally what happens. Don't lie now.
What are you talking about? How did they lose their personality?
Mo.
They all act and react the same.
Mo, stop talking. Mo, when Jace shoots Victor, what happens to his followers?
They fall.
Right. Because why?
Because they're connected
to the hive mind. Thank you. And now, the proof that we have that Victor did not change Stinge's daughter is because she is fine. Victor is dead.
So what did he use to change his daughter?
We've explained this to you like 10 times now, and I'm gonna do it again. If you don't get it this way, stop talking. Are you done? Great.
Are you gonna answer the question?
I am. I'm trying to.
Go.
Okay, thank you. What did he say to Victor in the commune?
What did he say to Victor?
Yeah, when he's talking to him in the commune, what did he say?
About what? Like what?
That combining Warwick and the energy from Victor's body, what would that create?
He said that would create the apex that will like overcome death.
It would overcome death. Now, when he injects Warwick's stuff into Victor, it heals Victor and creates the ultimate form of Hextech, quote unquote, right? So, what I'm saying is, he combined the energy that he got from Victor and Warwick when he healed Victor and put that into his daughter. That's why his daughter is alive.
But we didn't see that, and then
my god, I'm done.
This guy's arguing we didn't see that when he's arguing for something that we also didn't see. That makes less sense. I can't with this dude.
So what I'm saying is that he said that freaking Victor would become the fusion of Shimmer and Hextech, the ultimate thing that will overcome death. We see that Victor cannot die. He's an immortal wizard at that point. So what I'm saying is, where do we see the point where Singe just extracts the mixture of that and then puts in his daughter? We don't see that.
Where do we see the scene? Wait, where do we see the scene where Victor heals his daughter? Where do we see that scene?
And then Singe upgraded her with the Shimmer as well.
Mo. We don't need to see Mo. We don't need to see him injecting his daughter with it because that's his whole fucking goal throughout the season. So when we see her alive, we can then interpret, maybe this is how things got that way. Jesus fucking Christ.
Mo, do you need a scene explaining how someone got to a train station from their house? Can they not have walked? Do they not have legs?
So you're saying that the fact that they don't have a scene, you can assume all of this. Because you're saying,
I can assume.
Mo, yes, I can assume basic information based off a character's whole goal.
Victor upgraded her body. He's not just upgrading. He's not just taking. He can do that without taking away their personalities.
Oh my
just
God.
because the
Okay,
people.
so we can assume that Singe would do this because this is Singe's motivation and he has the capabilities to do it. That's why we are assuming this.
Oh my God.
So like we know that Singe's goal is to heal his daughter. We know that this is a way that he could have healed his daughter. So we assume that this is the way he used to heal his daughter because his daughter is alive and Victor is dead. And if Victor had healed his daughter, she would also be dead.
Okay. What I'm saying is, at what point did we see him extract any energy, anything from Victor or from that mixture that would have made why would it not make why does it make sense for you to assume that? But what I'm saying is that freaking Victor already upgraded Oriana, but like we can already assume that because of the way she looks and the fact that she's already
brother Mobius 06.
Bro,
her body. Shut up! I'm not done.
But he's an Omni.
Shut up!
He's
Shut up!
literally a
Shut
wizard
up!
god. He's a wizard god.
When we see his daughter's body in stasis, it looks the same as when it does than when we see her alive at the end of the show. Victor did not revive his daughter.
Whoa.
If he did, she would be dead.
That's okay. So you're saying that she would be dead, right?
Yes, like the other people under Victor.
Okay. So, but the other people were upgraded by like they weren't upgraded. They were upgraded before freaking Victor evolved and all that shit, right? So what I'm saying is like, why are we saying that would affect her? Because we clearly see that Singe had a contingency plan. He already knew what he wanted to do with all that. And then I'm saying is like why would we assume that she doesn't look the same as she did before?
Yes, she does. I'll pull up the scene right now. I'll pull up the scene right now.
She's a robotic husk.
I'll pull up this. I can pull up. Do you want me to pull up the scene so you can stop yapping?
I want to see it.
All right,
I
bet.
want to see it. Because she looks different, is what I'm saying. She
Right.
looks like a robotic husk. So what I'm saying is that why wouldn't
she doesn't look like a husk?
She doesn't have a faceless face like the husk, but that doesn't necessarily.
She doesn't have the same face. She doesn't have the same body. Her hair actually looks like her normal human hair. I think those are pretty key features.
I also want to point out that the people that before Victor turned them into the faceless husks, they still had skin. There were still white people. There were still black people in the commune. Like they still had their skin. Whereas his daughter is clearly just a different species because that exists in this universe.
So it's still on the nose. Still on the nose.
What's it called? Oh, but this is the wrong season.
Can't believe it.
Season 2 or episode 6. Okay, wait, no, it's episode 5 when we see his daughter.
No, his daughter at the end.
Nope. No, because I'm showing you that his daughter looked the same before she got revived.
Okay.
Where's this at? Oh, here it is. Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay, look at my screen.
I can't see it.
I'm screen sharing.
Look, I have it already pulled up. Just
I have it up right now.
no,
It's right here.
see it. I can't. What I'm telling you is I can't see it from this screen. Okay, I already have her in the tank, and then also I have the last scene where she's sitting down in front of the mirror.
Right. So you see, if you actually do have it pulled up.
Okay, so yeah, her hair is similar. That's what I'm garnering from this. And
She's
then
definitely more Arcane and metallic in the last shot, but you can tell it's something Victor didn't do. Yeah, she doesn't have the runes on her head or anything. She doesn't have like the runes on her face. The only thing
we can't see the runes though. We can't see. We just see her shoulder and we see her hair.
I'm talking about the end. At the end of the show, she doesn't have any runes.
She has a metal body.
Yeah, that could again just be either a product of what happened when he fused Warwick and Victor's blood or whatever into his daughter, or it could just be she's a different species.
Okay.
But she wasn't healed by Victor, because if she would have the same kind of design as the people around Victor that he healed. She doesn't. She just blatantly doesn't.
Okay, so this is why I attribute her design, what she currently has, to why I assume that it was Victor who upgraded her. The reason I assume that is because of the assassin that attacked Jace and Mel. It looks like a ballerina toy, and they move around in that way, just like how you would expect Oriana in the game if she was upgraded to be the same as a husk. How you would expect her to move or look.
I don't really care about any of that. I've given you so much evidence that it's not.
Okay, but you're not giving me evidence. You're just saying.
No, yes, I am. What are you talking about?
What evidence are you giving other than you're saying? Well, it could have been this. You're not saying. You're not providing actual evidence. The evidence I am saying, the reason why the evidence that I'm deriving this from is that the fact that she's a metal automaton now, and that we only see that the only person who can create metal automatons is Victor.
So our evidence is that A, she's alive, and B, she doesn't look like any of the other husks, and she looks way more human.
But
so
Victor
that's good evidence.
He's a godly, powerful mage who can construct anything in any way he wants to. That's just how he chooses.
That's not it. That's never said like ever, and it's not true.
But what you're saying is never said ever either. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but what we're saying is a logical inference of what Singe would do based on his character. What you're saying is fucking fan fiction that's never ever established. You're literally overpowering Victor in your own mind to make your own dumbass point work.
Bro, he is overpowered in the show. What are you talking about?
He's not. He can't create anything.
You're giving him powers that he doesn't have.
You're giving him powers he doesn't have. If what you're saying is true, if what you're saying is true, if what you're saying is true, he wouldn't have needed time travel to fix everything. If he was an all-powerful god, he could have done it himself, but he can't.
What the fuck are you? What? You're saying that he's because he doesn't have the time travel. He literally time travels back. What are you talking about?
Okay, so if you were right, and he was all powerful, he wouldn't need to time travel. He'd be able to fix everything himself. The fact he has to time travel means he can't fix it himself, which means he's not all powerful.
He's not fucking omnipotent.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. There's far more evidence to what I am saying.
No, there's not.
There's no fucking serum. He didn't pull out anything. We didn't see him pull out anything.
All right, Mobius.
We also didn't see Victor heal his daughter, but you're saying that happened anyways.
Mobius.
I don't know why you're using that as a standard.
The only person who saw do that was Victor. The only person who saw construct someone into metal.
We actually never saw him do what he did with Maria. We only saw him create mind sucks. You're assuming he has an ability that you never see, and then you're accusing us of using shit that's not in the show. That's crazy.
That plays into his character. The fact that he doesn't want people to have personalities, but that doesn't mean he can't.
He did want want people to have personalities at first. He only doesn't want people to have personalities later. If he healed Maria, then she wouldn't have a personality.
Who the? Oh my god. What the? Why would you assume that that's the only way he can upgrade people when we know that his?
Why would you wait? Why would you assume there is another way for him to upgrade people when we never see it?
Yeah, you realize how what you're saying can just as easily be flipped onto you. But also, can you answer this? Kronos just did it. I don't care whether you, I don't care. Kronos just did it. I don't care whether you want to accept it or not. It's irrelevant.
How the fuck? How the fuck does Singe giving her this whatever serum or whatever you're talking about upgrade her to the point where she's a metallic automaton?
I don't know because I don't know how the combination of Shimmer and whatever the fuck would actually work on a human being. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know how that shit would work. It's a fictional serum that does fictional things.
Mobius. If Victor healed her, why is she still alive?
Oh my god, because she's an upgraded automaton. She's literally has.
Oh, she's an upgraded automaton, like the ones that died, right?
Those are not upgraded. Those are not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they do not have Shimmer in them.
What the fuck are you talking about?
First of all, the way we saw Warwick was still fucking moving around, even though fucking Victor had left. He was still moving around because he's a perfect automaton. He's autonomous from Victor. That's why I'm saying that Oriana is autonomous from fucking Victor. You fucking moron.
Right. That's what you're saying.
So dumb. Warwick is literally running around attacking Vi, even though Victor's gone.
Are you done? Wait, stop. Chronos. Wait, so Mobius, wait. Mobius. No, Mobius, are you done?
No, yeah, keep on.
No, yes, make up your mind, my guy.
All right, so Mobius.
Call me dumb, bro. I'm not dumb.
Nah, so Mobius.
It sure sounds like it.
So Mobius. I agree that like Warwick being alive could be a product of the Shimmer as well. But you know what's different about Warwick?
What's different about Warwick?
You see how he's got the runes on his body and stuff, and he looks like the other people before?
He doesn't look like everyone else.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He's the only one with a face still.
Huh?
He's the only one with a face still. Everyone else has no.
I know. Yeah, no, I know. Because I agree, but the design. Yeah, but the design. I agree, but the design and pattern around Warwick's body.
Bro, just admit.
Warwick,
you're not letting me finish my. You're not letting me finish my sentence.
I think that we're ignoring a pretty big elephant here, in that Warwick was a monster, whereas Oriana, whatever the fuck, is human.
But Oriana was a dead girl, and that's why.
Okay, but she was still human. She was not dead. She was not dead. She was human.
She was dead.
She was not dead, and she was human.
That's why Singe was trying to revive her. He kept saying. That's his whole motivation. That's why he's trying to overcome death. That's why he's trying to become the.
No, his daughter is dying. No, she's dying.
Animation.
If she's dying or she's dead, it doesn't matter. The whole point of what I'm saying is that Warwick was still autonomous, even though Victor had left the realm because he had fucking decided to leave with Jace. And then Warwick was still autonomous. He was still running around. He's a monster, yes. But he still has a face compared to everyone else who doesn't have a face.
Mobius. You're repeating the same thing again, and you wouldn't let me finish what I was trying to get to earlier.
All right. I'm sorry. Go.
My argument that goes against the whole because what you brought up about Warwick still being alive and stuff even after Victor's gone. What I was trying to say is that the designs and like patterns around his body, the fact that he has runes on him, the little like opal looking things, that is not on Singe's daughter. Singe's daughter doesn't have that.
Yeah, but we barely see her full body, so that's a really crazy assumption.
For all of the people that it happens on, it's on their face or on their shoulders,
and we see her face.
Okay, on their face.
It's actually on their forehead specifically.
Yeah. It was different parts of them.
No, actually, it was almost all on their. It's actually almost all on their face because that's where the tendrils. That's where the tendrils go. Like they go to The three
Yes,
forward spots on your face.
They get touched by that's the sear mark of freaking of the Herald, aka freaking Victor. As soon as he touches them, they get seared with that fucking marking on their face. You do not see Oriana's face, so we don't know.
We do
if
see her
she's-
face. We see her
Yes,
face in the
we
mirror,
do.
actually.
Yeah,
No, we
we
don't.
literally do. Yes, we do.
It's in the mirror. Do you
Yes,
not
we
know how
do.
mirrors work? They reflect things like a face.
But we can barely see her face. We don't need.
We
don't-
do
Actually,
see
it's pretty
her face.
clear.
It
Besides
is
the
pretty-
cracks in
what
the
are you
mirror, it's
talking
actually really clear.
Oh my god! Hold on, I gotta look at that part.
It's pretty clear besides the cracks in the mirror, actually.
Yeah, there's cracks. You can't. Oh my god! All right.
Re-
I don't know,
repeat-
I
wait,
just-
hold
There's
on,
cracks
hold
in
on.
the mirror. That's why you miss the 3 giant ovals on her face that aren't there. Like the cracks really don't matter to this.
Yeah,
the,
the-
cracks,
um,
the cracks aren't even in places where the runes would be if he touched her face.
I also
So,
want to. I
the
also want to.
cracks are
I also
irrelevant.
want to say another thing that supports our argument more. That the whole because her what's it called? The thing that you're saying, like Warwick or whatever, being like him being different than the other upgraded husks because of his blood being mixed with the rune energy and the shimmer being mixed together. Which is like literally what we said is how Singe revived his daughter. So that goes to our point. That's how Singe did it. It wasn't Victor that did it.
Wait, what are you? Okay. So you're saying that because, dude, you know Warwick got touched by Victor multiple times, and that
Yeah.
when he was ascending everyone, that was Warwick was getting up because he was being ascended by Victor, not because he touched Victor's DNA. That's not how that worked.
What?
Who's talking about ascending? No one here is talking about the ascension.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you? You're saying that? Okay, repeat the question because I was very confused by what you just said.
So, Warwick, when he's in the commune, he has the runes on his head. He has the opal-looking things on his head. Right? The reason that Warwick stayed alive is because, stayed alive even after Victor died, is because the shimmer in his body, like the perfected shimmer or whatever, that was mixed with the rune energy. That's why he was still alive. So the way we said that Singe revived his daughter was that he combined those two energies and healed his daughter, which was his goal for the season. That's what he was trying to do.
So you're saying that the reason why Warwick was able to stay alive after Victor left was because he had runic energy running through him. Hello?
Runic energy combined, it was a combination of the runic energy.
Yeah, the runic energy that he had been receiving or had been already touched through by Victor. So
Okay, so then Singed takes runic energy from Victor, combines it with Warwick Shimmer, gives it to his daughter.
All right.
Boom, she's alive.
Guys,
There you
let me bring this back a second. So you're saying that he takes the runic energy from Victor. The only way we've seen Victor give runic energy to any other person is through touching them. So you're saying that he took the runic energy from Victor, but we don't know how he did it because we don't.
He
see
could have
it
just
from
taken
the-
his DNA. Actually, he could have just taken his
no,
blood. he could have taken his DNA.
no, Kronos. We literally see him do that. We see him inject a needle into Warwick, and he puts it into what's his name, Victor. So logically, he would be able to do the reverse.
He put it into Victor before he ascended, before he completely turns into a machine, and then he goes into his form where
That's
he
how
evolves.
he became that form, bro.
No, what I'm saying is that he's doing a blood transfusion. He's not fucking taking anything from them.
Okay, so wait. If he
A
can
blood
transfuse blood,
transfer.
pause.
bro.
If he can transfuse blood,
What you're assuming
from
is that
Warwick
by
to
injecting-
Victor,
by injecting someone with
stop.
Victor's blood, you can send them into an
If he
automaton.
can
Even
transfuse
though we
blood
said that that's
from
runic
Warwick to
energy.
Victor, then, and hear me out on this one, then he can just take Victor's blood too, right? Like if I can take blood from one thing and put it into another, then I can take blood from the thing I just put blood into.
Wow, that's a crazy concept, Kronos. You kind of just
No,
blew my mind with
I
that.
know I should go into medicine, honestly.
You honestly
Revolutionary
should.
tactics
I
here.
think you're in the wrong part
Also,
of the
one more thing-
military branch.
One more thing to add about Singe's daughter that's different than all the other husks besides Warwick, who's a monster, and that is pretty important. That transforming a monster obviously is going to look different than transforming humans, whereas Oriana is a human, and her being dead or alive does not matter. is that she has hair, like actual hair. Like it's not like fake machine hair. It's like her actual hair,
Yes, so does Warwick.
like
His
actual human hair.
He's got hair.
I
too.
just explained why you can't use Warwick as an example. I just explained it. I just explained why you can't use an outlier as an example, bro.
Because he's not technically human anymore, and that's why
He's
you can't
not
do it.
human.
You're
You
saying
can't
he's
use him as an
human.
example when he's not human. You have to compare Oriana to the other humans.
Bro, you're limiting Victor's powers by your own logic, by you saying that
Limiting?
because he's a monster.
Yes, when Victor transforms a thing that's
Alright,
not
can I-
human, it's gonna look different than when he
Wait,
transforms
Kronos,
a fucking
Kronos,
human.
Kronos, real quick. Mobius, calm down before I call your dad.
Dude,
What's
you
it
can't
called?
call him like that. What the fuck are you talking about?
It was a me. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Stop saying dumb shit like that. Let's just keep on this
Is
stuff.
there is a reference to something?
Don't say dumb shit. Shit,
Don't worry about it.
you gotta.
Yeah,
mute
I mean,
that
if
you
we
stop saying dumb shit.
What are you talking about? What
Okay,
reference?
so let me Mobius. I want to ask.
Explain reference.
So I want to ask. Why do you? What's so important? Even if hypothetically either of our sides is wrong, right? What's so important about Victor healing his daughter again?
So
Why don't we get back to that?
Yeah, all right, yeah, let's get back to that. The reason why I say that's important is because it's clearly shown that he could have upgraded someone before he had went to the Hex Gate. And Bessa's whole motivation of being like, well, I'm gonna let him go to the Hex Gate so he can upgrade my army. It doesn't bode well, because then it's like, Victor, at this point, he's supposed to be the upgraded apex of both Shimmer and Hextech mixed together to create this monstrous automaton that can do basically anything, because we see that he can basically do anything.
So
So at that point, it doesn't make sense why Mbessa would just go along when she wouldn't try to pull him towards her side.
Kronos, let me get that.
I'd be like, well, I want to get what I want to get first before we go do your thing, because it doesn't make sense. Because Mbessa's always been a conniving, manipulative person.
So
and we
there's,
see that.
all right, you're kind of shotgunning multiple points right now. So let me just go at each one you just said. So
But the ultimate point is that it's not a shotgun of points. It's the ultimate point.
no,
is to drive back.
I get you, but it's still kind of 2 points in one. Let me talk. I got you. I get what you're saying. So again, we've already explained the Mbessa thing. It's not out of character because she's literally desperate and she has no other options. That defeats 1 point. The other point about it's proof that Victor could do that before getting to the Hex Gate or whatever. No, that's just wrong, because for all we know, Victor could. If we run with your hypothetical world where you're right, and what me and Kronos was saying earlier was wrong, then Victor could have just done that to his daughter before he got shot by Jace. That's another thing. So
when he upgraded, because he was running, because they said that he has a finite amount of energy, right?
Yeah.
He can't. He's gonna die eventually. He's not immortal at this point, even though he's mixed with the Hex Gate. He's not immortal. Warwick's body is immortal. Warwick has no stopping. He can really live forever. So that's why he mixes both of their DNAs, both of their powers from Shimmer to the Hex core. So then he can unlimitedly upgrade people forever and live forever, and so he can create the glorious evolution.
Okay, Mobius.
That is what I'm saying.
Mobius, brother.
I'm stopping.
All right. So again, the thing that defeats your argument that he can change, he could have upgraded Mbessa's whole army, is the fact that he doesn't do that until he reaches the Hex Gate, because he needed the Hex Gate to do that. That is why Jace was trying to stop him from getting to the Hex Gate. He literally says, I need to get to the Hex Gate, but Jace is going to try and stop us. You didn't pay attention.
So
you're assuming that Victor can do something he can't do in order to criticize Mbessa's character, and I don't know why you're doing that.
Chill out. What I'm saying is that if you're saying is that if he needs the Hex Gate to upgrade all of her army, right? And that's what your main point.
That's what he says.
That's verbatim.
That's the show's main point. The show
yes,
says
he does.
Exactly.
Yes, he does.
The show
says this.
It's not an if. It's not a we think. The show literally says he needs that.
He doesn't say that to Mbessa. We never see a scene. I am saying, can I please just chill out?
He does say that.
And let me get. Like I let you say your full point, even though I
yeah,
don't
go
agree with
ahead.
it.
I'm letting you talk. I'm letting you talk.
You're grunting, you're groaning, you're acting like a child. even though
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you can
trying to
still
get-
talk. Like, obviously, we disagree with you when we're grunting and groaning, but you can still talk.
But I'm not groaning to you guys, am I?
You
So can I
actually are.
continue my?
Do you want to? If you want to, you can. We're not stopping you from doing it.
Oh my
Did you want to
God.
start groaning? Did you want to start moaning? Like, what do you want to do here?
What I'm saying is that it doesn't make any sense that, all right, so he needs the Hexy to upgrade her army, right? Even though the point of me bringing up Oriana is that I'm saying that he clearly upgraded a person before he went to the Hexy. That is the point.
Okay.
That's the point of Oriana.
So here's the thing. You're
Does he-
assuming that he upgraded her, and
Yes.
therefore it doesn't make sense. He needs the
Yes.
Hexgate. We're saying that he didn't upgrade her because here's another way it could have happened that makes more sense.
It doesn't make more sense because we don't see. First of all, we don't see Singe extracting.
We don't
anything.
see him upgrading her either. I don't say why you keep saying we don't see him upgrading her either, and you're saying that's what happened.
Every single moment that we have seen someone get upgraded.
We don't see Vi take a shit. Does she ever go to the bathroom? Who knows?
But you're saying, you understand how nonsensical that sounds? That you're gonna dismiss?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. I know how nonsensical that sounds because that's what you're telling me.
No, I'm not dismissing your point. I'm saying that what I'm saying is that it makes more sense that he would upgrade Oriana before he went to the
Okay,
X.
so how does it make more sense when the thing you're assuming makes the show make less sense? How do you say that, bro?
The way Victor transfers his the hex tech energy is by touching people. We see that that's how he upgrades people, and that's the whole tendril concept. He doesn't just upgrade, like his DNA isn't the only thing that needed to be upgraded or used to upgrade people. We see that he touches them, and it makes more sense.
That's actually not true because
If you consider
Victor. Well, no, that's not true at all because Victor's body is proof of that. The fact that he fused with that DNA and he became an Apex thing, whatever you would call him, that just disproves your point.
Okay, wait. So first of all,
that
you're
is
right.
literally
Victor, wait. Pause. For Victor himself to upgrade people, he needs to touch them. You are right, but nowhere is it established that his DNA combined with Warwick's resurrection can't revive Oriana. Like, why can't it do that? What is the reason it wouldn't be able to do that? Can you give me the scientific explanation as to why that would not work?
The scientific explanation. All right. So, at what point did we see, because if you really think about it, right? Because what you're saying, right? Oh, that all Singe needs is Victor's DNA along with Warwick.
And combine it with Warwick's, yes.
So why didn't he just take his DNA? Why didn't he just, and then he probably has vials of Warwick's DNA since he worked on him for years. So why not just be like, hey, Victor, I need your DNA. I'll just take this and then I'm going to mix it together and I'm going to revive my daughter. So why not
That's
just
what
do
he tries to get Victor. Wait, that's what he tries to get Victor to do when he first goes to the compound.
No, he doesn't though.
Yes, he does. That's his whole conversation with Victor. He's trying to get Victor to give him the energy, to give him his blood.
That's his
so
ulterior.
He can use it for his own ends.
No. That literally is his ulterior motive. That's what he's trying to get.
Warwick.
That's what
he's trying to convince Victor to fuse with Warwick's DNA because he knows that Victor cannot last forever doing what he's doing because that's why he's
Stop. That's his ulterior motive though with Ambessa. Like that's why he walks in, he talks to Victor, he's like, this would do this when he's telling him Warwick fused with you would do this. So he would obviously think like that is his motive is to heal his daughter, right?
Yes.
That is that. Wait, stop. What is the thing that Victor literally sees? The first thing he sees when he's talking to what's his name? Singe. He sees his daughter, obviously, because that is clearly what is the like charging his conversation right now. That's his motive. That's what it's implying.
Okay, but no one is arguing about Singe's motives. What I'm saying is that
motive is very crucial to your point.
No, what do you mean?
So once again, I'm asking you to explain to me why Victor's blood combined with Warwick's blood can't bring back his daughter. I'm still waiting for that.
How is Singe's motive important for what I'm saying about how does he upgrade Oriana? Like,
okay, so pause. Once again. I don't think you're getting here. Can you explain to me why the mix of Victor's blood and Warwick's blood can't bring back Oriana.
I'm not refuting that. Well, you're
Okay,
saying
so it can. Pause. So it can. Wait. Stop. We're getting somewhere now. So it can. Okay, cool. So it can. So why wouldn't Singed wants to bring back his daughter, use the combination of Warwick's DNA, take Victor's DNA when he's healing him, and then use it to bring back his daughter? Why wouldn't Singed do that?
So yes, that's. Oh my God. That is literally the whole point of what I'm saying.
Okay, so Singed, wait. So do you agree Singed would do that?
No, what I am saying is that if it makes sense for Singed, right? If it makes sense that Singe's ultimate goal is just to have the DNAs mixed together to then revive his daughter using that DNA mixture, why not just take Victor's DNA? He doesn't need Victor
because
in that
he needs to combine them first. And when he's at the commune, the quickest way to combine them, especially given that he's trying to like mess up with Warwick to sabotage it so that he goes insane, is to have Victor do it himself.
Bro, oh my God.
That's why he tries convincing him to merge with Warwick. And that's why when Victor is immobile and can't do anything, would be the optimal time to take his DNA, because he already has Warwick's.
But that... He does. Okay, so you're saying that it'd be the optimal time to take his DNA when he's been shot at, right? So why not just take his DNA and go, and then just use Warwick's DNA that he already has?
How is he gonna take his DNA? How is he gonna take Victor's? How is he gonna?
Because he needs to combine them first. So he needs to combine them first. So first of all, he's not just gonna pump his daughter full of shit without knowing if it works, without knowing what it does. He needs to combine them first, see Victor's reaction. Okay, Victor's still alive and sane. Okay, cool. Now I can try this on my daughter.
That's a far better argument to say, oh, well, maybe he wants to test it out on Victor first to make sure that it doesn't fuck his daughter up or whatever. That's
I didn't think I needed to say that because it's fucking obvious.
Dude, why did you just bring it up now?
I literally fucking did. He goes to the fucking commune.
But it doesn't. Can I get to my point though? It doesn't. Even if that's a good argument, right? To say, oh well, he wanted to make sure. He could have just grabbed Victor's DNA, grabbed Warwick's DNA, and injected it into someone and be like, okay, now I know if it fucking works or not. He doesn't fucking need.
Wait, pause. He's not gonna know if he can bring someone. If he injects it into someone, you stupid fuck, bro. If he injects it into someone who's alive, how's he gonna know if he can bring people back from the dead? Because they're already alive.
He has a petri dish. We can fucking combine shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Guys, I have a spoon that can bring people back from the dead. Let me inject it to someone who's alive.
And his whole thing is that you want Hextech energy. Use the combination of Apex Shimmer and Apex Hextech to fucking mix together to revive someone from the dead. Which his daughter.
Guys, I'm gonna put my de-aging serum into a fetus. Guys, you guys should try out this fucking skincare routine on a fucking 100-year-old grandpa. Works wonders.
No, dumbass, they fucking tested on animals or fucking someone else. How they do that? You're so fucking dumb.
You just said he should test out his serum to bring someone back from the dead on some random Joe Schmo who's alive, bro. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, bro?
That's the point of what I'm saying. If he's gonna fucking mix together Victor's DNA and fucking Warwick's DNA, why not inject it together and then mix it separately and then inject it to someone else or fucking inject it into a daughter?
Why not just inject it into Victor, who's right there?
He clearly.
Why would he take the DNA? Wait. Why would he take the DNA? Wait, pause. Because there's multiple things you aren't considering here, and it's actually really funny. So why would he take the DNA and then leave, thus betraying Ambessa, who knows where his daughter is and knows she exists? First of all, like, I think that's pretty fucking key here, and I don't think you remembered that part because I don't think you watched the show. That's one. And then second, why would he take it and then mix it into some random fucker when he could just take it, mix it into Victor, who's right there, and see the results way faster?
Also,
Bro, oh
Victor
my
would, wait,
God.
Victor would be Victor would be the prime. Sorry. Victor would be the prime test subject,
is
due to
not
the
the-
fact that
Victor
his
is not
DNA
the
is
equivalent of
literally
his daughter,
flowing
bro.
through his body.
Victor is not the equivalent of his daughter. His daughter is not a fucking hex core walking around.
No one is the equivalent. No one is the equivalent of his daughter. She has an incurable disease. There's not a single person alive who's the equivalent of his daughter.
Oh my! What are you talking about? No, you're saying why would he inject it to Victor to find out if it works? Victor is not fucking human. He's a fucking automaton. He fucking has a crazy
Victor is
magical
human.
powers. He's not
Victor
his
is
fucking
human.
daughter.
Victor is actually human.
He's human mixed with a hex core. What are
Yeah,
you
but
talking
That's
about?
what he wants his daughter to be. So he'd like to test
Oh
Warwick
my
on
God,
someone
so
who
his
is what he
idea
wants his
is-
daughter to be.
So his idea is like, okay, I'm gonna mix Warwick's immortal DNA to this basically almost indestructible automaton human mage mix.
It's dead. Wait.
And then that's
He's
gonna
dying.
prove
What do you
to
mean
me
indestructible?
that this is gonna work on my daughter?
Indestructible.
You don't
Guys,
make
the guy
any
who's
sense. This
dying,
is a
he's
fucking girl.
indestructible.
A little
All
girl
right,
is
that's
dead.
enough for me. I'm about to grab some dinner, but you guys have fun.
The guy who's dying,
you guys have fun.
Colin. The guy who's dying, he's indestructible.